Welcome everybody to Covenant Live. It's Wednesday, it's noon. If you found us here, then you got the memo that we have changed our streaming day. And as it so happens, we have saved all of you a seat for our Arkham return, which has been hilarious in the grand scheme of things.
That's a word for it.
Zach, it's just weird the way that Zach behaves around disorganized cards. It's not expected. I'm supposed to be the one who's really bothered by this, and I'm not. And he's supposed to be the one who's really not bothered by it because, you know, it's been 17, 18 years of chaos around here. And he is. So it just goes to show you that people are not as easy to understand as you would otherwise think.
Hard to categorize.
Hard to categorize.
That's the reality here. I think it's the inefficiency. So let me tell you a story.
We're playing Arkham today, by the way. Welcome.
What month is it? September 2024. So let's go back. Let's go back to May, April 2023.
Okay.
We're still at our temporary office of 3.5 years. We're still in our previous studio. Steven and I playing a campaign. I think it was Edge of the Earth.
Yeah, it was. I was playing Sled Dog Millionaire.
And we finished that campaign. We knew the studio was moving soon. And we knew things were going to change in our content. It was like, hey, I don't know if we'll play a whole Arkham campaign on stream ever again. Like, this might be the end. Interesting. Okay. Cool. And then
better just throw those cards.
We move, and of course, the studio that was going to take 2 months to build took 7 months to build, as they do. And got in the new studio. Been doing our thing. This is a very different kind of content reality for us. However, I have not looked at my Arkham collection, unfortunately, since the beginning of the story.
Wait a minute. I need to go get the Arkham of the Covenant. We can't miss an opportunity to show
It's in my office. That's where my cards are.
I need to find my arcane blade somewhere too. So.
Is it in the mixed? Is it mixed type?
A lot of them are, but this is the advanced version. I believe it's only Mystic.
Enchanted blade? Let me make sure I don't have it in my deck.
You wouldn't. No, I have the advanced version of that. I mean, it is that. We're going to be rolling double enchanted blade.
We're just the Enchanted Brothers. Oh, Lord. Anyways.
What's the point of your story?
Point is, after that campaign, it's like I just put all the stuff in the box. And the collection was not, after we did our deck building, that was one I think we deck built on stream. So all the cards were just, they were sort of sorted by color. But it's all the things that the mental things you're remembering about your collection. As an example, I don't know if you have your investigator. There are special boxes with certain things in it. Like, this is the box that has all the investigators in it, and here's where all the weaknesses are, and here's and it's just you don't realize how much you're mentally keeping track of until you haven't looked at it. At this point, it's just thousands of cards.
Yeah, they're just
my brain doesn't have, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're just in a big pile.
So went to go build a deck. So I'm playing an old favorite of mine, Zoe.
How's everybody doing on stream anyway?
Zoe
I haven't
Samaras.
seen the chat or anything. Is anybody out there? Jonathan and John?
Yeah. I saw someone comment about Weird Wednesday, and I forgot that was I had the alliteration thing going.
I linked to my Jim Culver deck today, 4 years ago.
That's a heartbreaker.
Isn't that crazy? That's unreasonable. Feels like yesterday.
Yeah. That's crazy. That is so long ago. But I'm playing Zoe Samaras, which is another, as an investigator I played on stream. Partially because I knew I had all the cards. So I scaled it back to the 9 experience, 1 weakness situation. But as an example, I was looking for 30 minutes, 40 minutes this morning before I realized that the decks we were playing in Edge of the Earth had not been deconstructed. And in those cards were the campaign cards, a thing I would have known if we'd done this last June. And so, as you can imagine, given that there's 2 decks, we had 3 or 4 colors between us. And all the best cards were in those stacks. So I couldn't find, like, Spectral Blade. That's what it's, Spectral Razor. It's got a blade on it. But then I eventually found Spectral Razor and made it happen. Here comes Steven with the Arkham of the Covenant. Look at this.
It does
Talk
exist.
about a relic. This is like deep stream state. That was 2020 when that showed up. And that thing is heavy.
It's the weight of 1,000 suns.
That's where I keep all my Arkham cards. It's on display actually in the office.
And they're well organized.
Like I said, I hadn't touched it. And The thing about Arkham is, I started playing at the start of the pandemic. That was like one of our first streams.
Got you hooked.
And I didn't own anything. And by the end, I owned everything.
That's right.
But I came into it in weird ways because things were out of print and certain packs, and the release is ongoing for 4 years that I was buying.
Random guy.
Yeah, Lord only knows, man. And so it was this kind of weird, and it's a hard game to organize because you got to keep all the campaigns separate in their own thing. It's not just like a player cards, I guess. Cooperative games are a little more complicated.
This stream is effectively like a miniatures painting stream for 40K. It's like, this is what actually Arkham is. You only sometimes play. Yeah. Most of the time, it's just organizing cards and Zach complaining about the cards not being organized.
Well, sounds like a dream to me. What was the name of the card I said I was missing?
Small favor. And you have to proxy it because it's too important.
Small favor. Are there any replacements for small favors out there?
There's absolutely not.
It's green, right?
Proxy.
We just decided it was green.
Boy. Proxy that bad boy.
The thing that this is what drives me crazy. I know that card is here.
I know. Oh, I know. Maybe it's in the Arkham of the Covenant. Have you checked?
Don't look inside.
Yeah, don't open it.
Woo!
Have you checked? It's not like behind here.
I was checking in the Zoe stuff, which is where I would have run it. It would have to be like with some cards. If you had a green deck at some point.
Don't pull me into this, man. I never run small favor. I like playing the game.
I'm gonna put that. I like that you just keep it. We need a light that's glowing from that. Hold on.
They're in here somewhere, man. They would be, you know. Oh, here's some. What's that Marvel Champions promo in here?
Because why not?
Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Cool.
I don't know, man.
There's gonna be some stuff in here. I'm certain of it. Wow. What is all this?
Looks like I think it's one of those. They did the investigators that they redid. And someone printed them out and sent them to us, like in a nice fashion. That was Daisy, right? Like they made an update to her.
Was that?
Yeah. I don't have the experienced survival knife.
Oh no! But
I know. I mean, I have the regular survival knife.
Dude, I definitely didn't run that. You gotta fall on the sword on your.
I'll fall on the knife.
Oh wait a minute! Look, player cards. 45 Thompson, Scroll of Secrets. Tennessee.
Enchanted Blade.
Oh, there's my Enchanted Blade. Bada boom. Okay. Well, hey, we're onto something.
Where'd you find that?
I was in here.
Oh. Why is that the case? That just must have been the pack that came out.
I feel like this was all stuff I ran in an old. No.
I think this is just a pack.
Okay. Okay. Well, hey, we're onto something. But we know those cards are not pack cards.
Well, I know the survival knife.
Small favor.
Oh boy!
Yeah, yes, let's go.
So now I'm just proxying the upgraded survival knife, which I know that came in Return to Forgotten Age.
Okay.
And I think I played with it at some point.
You definitely did, because that was the whole point of the Zoe deck.
Yeah. So you did a great thing there.
Thanks, man. Positive reinforcement, it's really important.
Telling people they're good.
Tell people when they've done a good job. Even your friends and your partners. And yourself in the mirror every morning.
You, sir. You done good. Do you ever think you'd turn on YouTube and just watch two guys digging through a box? About
half the people absolutely thought they were getting into this. Hey, look, these are player cards. Have you looked through these?
That's what I'm looking through right now. I have looked through them.
It will be here.
But I'm doing it one more time.
Oh, it will be here.
Just to prove. It's blue. So I think I have the blue cards here. These went in front of those.
Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Arkham 101.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
I'm just using the one I've got.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
We'll do one more little.
And then if we get to a moment where it's like, hey man, the upgraded version would be really good here, the stream can let me know and I'll think about whether or not to proxy.
Oh no, you need to proxy the upgraded knife, dude. Are you crazy?
This is can you pop a survival knife experience version?
Yes, I can.
If you can believe it.
I just want to, it's a test.
Survival knife what? Experience version?
Yeah.
There should be one.
Level 2?
Yeah, that's it.
I got your level 2. I got your level 2 right here.
Yeah, we got some.
This is the upgraded version.
That's a bummer because that's just so close, you know? It's so close.
There it is. Okay, so the difference is it has an extra fist icon. Fight, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember the name of the icons anymore. What's the stat? It's not on there. The strength.
Fight.
Just forget. This is the dream stream. Yeah, the 1990s dream stream. So it's fight. You get +2 for this attack versus +1. So that's easy to remember. One of everything extra so far. This one says when an enemy attacks you, during the enemy phase, exhaust, survival, knife, fight. This attack targets this attacking enemy. You get +2 and +1 damage. And this is a reaction when an enemy attack deals damage to you.
Yeah.
So that's before the damage.
This one before the damage. So you get to ace the monster before it hits.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's important. I mean, it's so much better. It's not even.
Steven did tell me not to take tests.
I've got a -5 here.
Because he's going to mess with our bag.
I'm messing with. Yeah, the bag's going to be absolute dog water.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
it's going to be. Do we have
cool. I have the bag stuff over here. Yeah.
Do we know the arraignment of.
Until we open this thing, we know nothing.
Okay. All right. Down the Arkham goes.
All right. This is the Midwinter. Where did I get midnight? Anyways, Midwinter Gala. Latest scenario pack for Arkham Horror. And this is the most recent thing that we sent through the supplemental subscription. You can find more information about that on the website. If you want to automatically get all the Arkham stuff. The release schedule has gone weird, man.
Imagine that.
They stopped doing the monthly packs/releases. Arkham was actually pretty good about monthly. We make that joke a lot about LCGs. But Arkham was pretty good about routinely putting something out every month. But I wasn't sure they were going to do any more scenario packs. It seems like Asmodee has really consolidated what they're willing to release.
Right.
Which logistically I get. I understand.
Can you tell us the name of the designer on this one?
Oh, yes. Not on the box.
MJ's going.
Scenario design by Jeremy Zwarren.
Yeah.
With Eddie Kai. I believe that's the right
Just
name.
wanted to give Jeremy that.
The Zwarrenator.
Eddie Kai.
Jeremy, if you're out there, I hope you're doing well.
Has Eddie taken over the Arkham? Do you know? We've lost touch. We've lost touch with all of our folks over there.
We're about to get in touch with this fireplace, though. This looks nice. I want to be here.
I gotta tell you, this is truly top-notch streaming content.
I mean, we're right back into the pandemic mode, man.
I will tell you, this is
Arkham
100% loved by the chat, at least as far as I can tell.
Hey,
Arkham
let me talk to you
makes
about
me
my deck.
Crazy. It does. It really does.
Can you cut that out as a short?
It should make you insane.
Zach
That's the whole
saying those kinds of things.
point.
Acts like he's got a gun to his head off camera. Arkham is the best. It makes you crazy in the good ways and the bad ways, right?
I'm not saying it negatively. It's just like there's a different energy in my...
That's true. It is true.
Duke is the new head designer.
Duke. Cool. Well, that's kind of tremendously ironic.
That is that's
Given-
a strong name.
Given Ashcan Pete's dog is Duke in the game.
I can't help but think of Duke Kaboom when I hear the name Duke. Have you seen that?
No.
Fittingly, Experiments in Insanity says he wouldn't have the stream any other way. They wouldn't have the stream.
Well, I mean, Experiments in Insanity is essentially the name of the stream, is it not? Hey, can we get top down? I want to show everybody what I'm doing here.
Real question is, can we go butter mic?
No.
No. I've got
that's
the
long
butter
gone.
mic. I'm the captain now.
He's the butter mic. Let's talk about this deck because let me tell you something. I haven't built an Arkham deck in earnest, aside from just kind of a low effort. What was that?
There's the podcast mic.
Oh, the whole thing? Oh my gosh, and actually it came right off the... Yeah, nice.
You want to show everybody what just happened?
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
This. Oh, God. I was... I'm telling you, man, there's a weird energy to Arkham, and it's here. It's in the room with us. You know what I mean?
I guess that's a no on the butter mic.
Man, the table has quit. Look at this. There's still a piece hanging on.
I know, it's weird. I think the table actually finally gave out.
I was sitting in my office chair.
It's not looking good either. Actually.
Yeah, look at that. It's bent.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in a chair. It's just actually exactly like this one this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And a screw about that long just falls to the ground of the chair. It's like, what is happening?
How does that happen, you think? Just a screw unscrews.
I don't know. What were you saying?
Let's look at this deck. So top down.
Top
So
down.
check it out. Here's the thing about I'm doing off-brand Monty. So don't even read. You can't even read this. You can't read it anyway. But don't read it. I'm doing the alternate version of Monty Jack, because I feel like the last time I ran Monty, I didn't do it that great. And I saw the alternate. I wanted to do like what do they call them? Parallel. I wanted to do a parallel investigator for this stream because I thought it would be fun to play, some of the different stuff that's been coming out.
For people out there who might not know what a parallel investigator is,
yeah, it's basically
specifically not anyone in this room, but just out there.
Basically, you have your standard investigators that get released, and then sometimes they'll release a version of that investigator, just kind of alternate text that you can use instead of the primary text. And that way you can have a different take on the same character. It's kind of like altered, but 2 cards instead of 1,000,000 for one piece of art. Okay. This is the Monty Jack that does whenever you discover the last clue on. Now this is important for you to know too, so you can bump the ball for me.
I'll promptly not pay attention.
So the last clue that I discover on a location.
I'm trying.
Can you repeat that?
So, when you're in a conversation with your spouse and it's like, can you tell me what I just told you? Eject. It's like, oh, wait, I have to do something really important really quick. No matter what the answer is.
I'll be right back.
It's like, this conversation has gotten too serious for me. Anyway, sorry, yes. Once you get the last clue from something, I'm fully with you.
The next thing that happens is I look at the top X cards of my deck.
Okay.
X is equal to the shroud value of the location.
I'm with you.
So 3 shrouders, 3 cards. Any relics or charms that I find, I can choose one of them, put it into play at minus X cost, X being the shroud value. So a 3 shroud location, I look at 3 cards, I can play minus 3 cost of a relic or charm that I find.
5 shroud, look at 5 cards?
Nailed it.
Minus 5. So we want you guys...
Absolutely nailed it.
We want you... as I do in my relationship with my wife, let me repeat it back to you. Let me make sure I understand what you're saying. We want you to get the last clue off location.
That's right.
Because you're going to search X cards equal to the shroud value.
That's it.
And play something at minus X where X is the shroud value.
Yes.
Now,
and
it could be a 4, let's say it's 3 shroud and you get a 4 cost thing.
Pay 1.
You pay 1.
Yeah.
So you can still play it.
Now, the cool thing about this is this version of Monty, you can run level 0 to 4 relics and charms from every class.
Okay.
How tantalizing is that?
Yeah, surely you've got 20 in your deck or something.
I do not. No, because what I found out was that almost all of them go in the next slot, the accessory slot. And so you can't just have 20 of them because they're always just falling over each other. So obviously, if I found that to be the case, the first thing I did, I did 19 experience for this build. First thing I did was double Relic Hunter so I can have 3 necklaces on.
19 experience. That's a lot. I did 9.
That's what you took away from that. I did. Yeah, it's 10 more than
I was just thinking about all the cards I had to cut, You
can go 19. You just have to get a weakness.
Oh, I'm not going into any of those cards ever again. It's done. This is the last deck.
So double Relic Hunter means I can have 3 necklaces, which is already cool.
You start with these in play. Yeah. It's like Charisma.
Permanent. Yeah. It's so cool. And so then it's like, well, what am I going to do with those? And so you have all these weird like tech and very build specific things that just don't work as I can drop this at any time and it's going to be good for me. And what I decided to do was run all the necklaces that just make me good at stats. So I'm just going to be turning into a superhero over the course of this game, basically.
A very neck forward superhero. He's got a strong neck,
That's his superhero name, the Neck.
The Neck Man.
Monty the Neck, the Neck Jack. But what I'm trying to do here is I'm going to define these crystalline elder signs. They give me a +1 to all of my stats. And I have to just seal a +1 from the bag so that we can't draw it anymore. So that's why it's going to be a dog water bag. Because ultimately I want 2 of these. So 2 +1s are out of the bag. But I get +2 to every single stat that I've got.
Question. Do you have to remove a +1 in order for that to be played?
Yes.
So just for your awareness.
Put another one in there. There's only 1? I got to take the superstar then.
On standard, there's only 1.
Do we get another one on a different one?
On hard, there are 0.
Oh.
On expert, there are even more 0.
Why would they build a card like that?
Well, I mean, you can always take the superstar out.
I can't. Nobody can do that. And that's like lame.
The average deck would never play 2 of that card.
Yeah, but that's kind of the point of the entire thing.
I totally understand. So the first time you play one, it'll be a minute because you got to get both these cards and pay for them. And your whole ability, I mean, I get it. You're going to be looking for them. But we'll just lose the +1 and then eventually we'll lose the star and you'll have to decide if it's worth it or not.
But how important is your star ability?
Not.
Mine gives me a lot of money.
Mine is plus
So
1. If this skill test is successful during an attack, do plus 1 damage.
They normally only have 1 plus 1 in the bag.
But
I thought it was 2.
You've already told me not to take tests, so I won't be taking tests. So the star doesn't even. If we're not taking tests, the star doesn't matter at
Okay,
all.
we'll just take the star.
I love the idea of and I get why we would do this. However, it's really funny to be like, let's play Arkham without taking tests.
Yeah, I'm going to be taking tests, but my stats will be like 1,000,000. That's the goal.
Yeah, you don't need the star or the plus 1 because
That's right.
you gotta. I get it.
And maybe I'll just run. Maybe I'll see my 2 St. Hubert skis, which is plus 1 brain, plus 1 book, and that'd be fine too.
I don't know what I thought you said, but I definitely didn't hear St. Hubert's key.
Well, it is. That's what it is.
It was like San Huberski.
San Huberski.
We're going there next week.
I've also got Crystal Pendulum. That's just kind of a kind of in betweener. It's also shiny and it's a necklace, which I like. Mm-hmm. But it gives me plus 1 to my brain. So ultimately, Monty's just going to be not a 1 brain investigator anymore, which will be safer. And then I'll be able to hopefully draw some cards off of it as I look for the other stuff. And then to support all of this, finally we have the segment of Onyx, which is going to get me the Pendant of the Queen, because these are 1-cost relics.
Was the first person you played Mandy?
Yeah.
With that?
It was busted.
And I was on Tony Zeros, right?
Yeah,
that was day 0.
She ran that way better than this deck does. But I wanted to basically flood the deck with as many relics as I could, and this was about the only one that didn't have a slot that it took up. So that naturally threw me into, well, I can search my deck, I'll just get these out for free, and then eventually I'll throw the Pin of the Queen over one of these amulets.
Yet another necklace.
Yet another necklace, that's right.
And if you put it over one of your necklaces, do we get the superstar back?
You do, yep.
Easy.
So we could swap it in, and then we're a queen, and then we get the star back. So then to support all of this, I also need to be doing something. So that's where Dr. Christopher with the classic spread. I get 5 level 0 secret cards, so I just went maximum clue compression and just classics. So as I told somebody in the group in the Discord, I'm playing kind of a boomer Arkham here. No offense, of course, to boomers. It just means now the way that older people play things,
or the way that people that have been playing this for a long time would play things.
This is just
an Arkham boomer. It has nothing to do with your actual age.
No, it doesn't. It has everything to do with running Dr. Christopher and Fingerprint Kit, which is just like
all this is all memory.
This is just
almost all these cards. This is all the cards that I've just seen.
That's the only cards I know.
Even that Faustine bargain. It's just like, yeah, I remember this guy.
So we got 3 clue compression cards, and Christopher is effectively getting you money for getting clues, which is what you want. We're also running Pilfer, get 3 clues, love it. Running Intel Report, get 2 clues from anywhere, love it. We're running Quick Thinking and Swift Reflexes to get more actions, which is going to allow us to get more clues. You can see the idea. Enchanted Blade is a questionable include, according to my friends in the Discord, which
is beautiful.
Something I love. It is a relic, so if I see it off the top of the last clue, it goes in for free most of the time. And then it's the only thing that gives me +2 to attack, plus 2 more to the attack, because I can charge it up twice. So for somebody with a 2-fist stat, like I have, if I haven't seen my my crystalline elder signs to give me a plus to my strength, I can still swing in at a 6 skill, doing 3 damage, which is going to take care of most of the really just annoying stuff that's out there. So this is kind of my, if you're busy or if we've got overwhelmed, hopefully I can drop a blade in for free, or I can play one from hand and start swatting away the stuff that's problematic. And then finally, we've got, of course, our classic support, Faustian Bargain and Emergency Cash. What is an Arkham deck without Emergency Cash? So I put these in here. I'm also not sure that I'm pretty sure this card is not good anymore. But it does one thing that almost no card in Arkham does. You have no money, it gets you some money, which I like a lot. And then lastly, there's an open slot here. I'm going to throw a Scrying Mirror into this slot. This could be anything and probably a lot of things that are a little more useful. But we were talking in the Discord. This is another charm, so this is another hit off of the ability. And it takes a hand slot before I've seen like an Enchanted Blade or a Fingerprint Kit, and it just gives me consistency around my testing. And so I want to go ahead and do that because it allows you to reveal the token before you commit skill cards. So if I'm going to throw a Quick Thinking, or if I'm going to throw even like a Intel Report double book into something, I know that before I go in. And deduction especially is really important too. It's like I don't want to commit that deduction until I know I'm going to pass the test. So
it's
that's the game.
Basically removing all tension from the game.
So my This is what we've learned, right? Now we're good card players these days.
Yeah, sure.
Because you talked to Michael Hamilton enough, and then you talked to me after that.
And Jeremy Zorn in there. I mean, it was like the trifecta.
And here's what you have
Two
learned.
of the 3 best players of card games.
Here's what I learned from you that you learned from good players, which is you need to go into any game with a theory about how you're going to win. So my theory for this deck is my first 5 cards, I'm going to look for some kind of money to get me off to a rip-roaring start.
Yep.
I'm going to look for a important card like a Christopher or a Fingerprint Kit or even a Pilfer, something that's going to trigger this ability as soon as possible for me because I'm going to hit that ability into one of these next slots, and that's going to send me off to the races of becoming a Super Saiyan throughout the early to mid game. Over the course of the game, I trigger that ability a couple more times. Just getting a free Elder Sign is like 5 actions compressed, right? There's 3 money I don't have to get. That's a card I don't have to draw. It's a card I don't have to play.
Oh, yeah.
So that's massive. And if I do that a couple times throughout the game, I'm going to be so efficient that we're going to win.
Clearly.
And then if at the end of the game we collect all the segments of Onyx and we grab the Pendant Queen and do the final, grab whatever we need,
queen.
We're there.
The queen of our hearts.
So that's what I'm looking for. What's your theory of winning?
I kill stuff.
Okay, great.
I'm playing Zoe. After I become engaged with an enemy, I gain a money. So I want all the bad guys. And literally, I'm just killing things. I mean, I have some direct clue gathering as well, but it's literally just kill stuff.
And you know what? That is okay, too.
Like, I can go through it all, but it's just, look, it's Beat Cop, does damage, Guard Dog does damage, even Small Favor is a direct damage.
Yeah.
Green card that I'm pulling in, because Zoe's whole thing is she can run 5, I forget the exact classification, but 5 cards. Let me find it. Up to 5 level 0 cards from any other class.
Mm-hmm.
And so the cards I'm choosing, these are probably the most notable. Small Favors.
You get shot.
Spectral Razor. More damage.
Oh, whoa. Yeah. Hey, whoa, this is like... That's a great idea.
Yes, it's because my stat's a 4 on the brain, so it's an 8 that does a bunch of damage.
I remember this just being great.
Yeah.
You just did a good job with this.
Yeah. And then I've also got 1 Act of Desperation, which I would only use if...
Wait, what does that do?
As additional class to play Act of Desperation, choose and discard an item asset that takes up at least 1 hand slot from your hand or play area.
Okay.
So ideally hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I've got Survival Knife, but I've also got the Enchanted Blade.
Yeah.
Don't need both.
We're going to be like some mystical warriors running through here.
It's a fight action, and you get plus X fight and deal +1 damage to this attack, where X is the chosen asset's printed resource cost. So if I do Enchanted Blade, it's like a +3 fight.
Got it.
And +1 damage. And if I succeed, and that asset was in my play area, I gain that many resources.
Okay.
So if I see one first and then I draw another one, I can flex out and just do
cool. Things. That's a really Zach way of building something.
I've also, of course, just to remove all further tension from the game, sticking to the plan is one of the things that I'm doing. So I get to start with cards such as Ever Vigilant and Emergency Cash over here on my plan to start the game. Right. And then that's just very efficient. So here we are.
All right.
Okay.
Just leave them and weep. Oh, I need two basic weaknesses, randos.
Yeah. Well, I got a pile.
Can you go through and make sure there's not any like stupid ones in there?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'll just run it.
I think I'll give you 2 at random.
Okay. Bring it on.
You guys know that Dan is here, so we can start.
Oh, Dan
what up?
Even on a Wednesday.
You guys ready to
All right,
start?
tell me when.
When.
Okay.
And then I want the first one also. When.
First?
When.
Godspeed, man.
You know what that is?
No. Remember, we get surprised. I just put one in without looking, and we'll see what happens.
But it could be like the one that the bell tolls where you die.
Well, bummer. I don't think it will be. Statistically unlikely. Midwinter Gala, welcome to the grand gathering. On a frigid winter's night, the mysterious Lantern Club has invited you and several social elite to an exquisite party at their lavish Kingsport Manor. The main attraction of the party is a renowned relic.
Hey!
The Jewel of Sarnath, which is said to turn dreams into reality, as well as bring nightmares to life. It's up to you to acquire the powerful artifact and thwart the Lantern Club's treacherous scheme for Arkham's elite. The Midwinter Gala is a unique scenario for Arkham Horror, the card game, designed for a fun and interactive experience for 1 to 4 players. Game modes.
Man, this is like actually we role played this well because of course Monty would be the archaeologist would be there.
He's
He's looking for relics.
relic hunter. I'm the chef of the party,
Oh, of course.
so clearly I have to do that. Standard. We're gonna play standard. Here's the bag. +1, 2 zeros, 3 -1s, 2 -2s, a -3, a -4, 2 skeletons, 1 face mask, 1 tablet, 1 gas mask, 1 tentacle. What do we call that?
Tentacle.
Tentacle.
Yeah.
And 1 superstar. Standard mode. We're gonna play standard.
Okay.
So if
Wow,
you'd like
that's a lot of symbols. I don't remember it being like that.
If you would like to calculate your math, you can. Side story campaign mode. We are not in a campaign mode, so we're going to skip that. Additional rules and clarifications. Score. In the Midwinter Gala, the investigators can accomplish multiple tasks to score points. At the end of the game, they will tally their score to earn bonus experience and measure how successful they were in thwarting the Lantern Club's true intentions. While playing the scenario, reference page 24 of this booklet to see what tasks you may work toward. Each time you play, try to top your previous score.
Cool. So we just try to get the high score.
Story cards. Story cards are a card type used in the scenario. These cards provide additional narrative and game text abilities. On story cards in play can be triggered by any investigator. Guest story assets. I don't know if I need to read any of this.
Best to be careful and not read it.
Yeah. Guest assets are a type of story asset featured in the scenario. Investigators may parlay with guest assets to take control of them. Investigators cannot trigger abilities on guest assets that they do not control. Spellbound is a condition that can affect all guest assets. When a guest asset becomes spellbound via card or game text, investigators lose control of that asset, flip it face down, remove all damage and horror from it, leaving all other tokens on it.
Okay.
So you can basically parlay with the guest to bring the guest with you. If they become spellbound, they flip face down and lose all their damage and et cetera, et cetera. But they would keep everything else.
They get hypnotized, lost in the
When a
spell.
leader asset would become spellbound, remove it from the game instead.
Okay. Is that good?
I don't know. I assume we're trying to thwart them. The club.
Right.
Who knows? We don't know yet. When a spellbound card is flipped face up, ready it, leaving all tokens on it, is no longer spellbound. A spellbound card cannot be interacted with unless a game effect explicitly states otherwise. Alert. Each time an investigator fails a skill test while attempting to evade an enemy with the alert keyword.
Let's retaliate for investigating.
Patrol.
Or evade.
You remember patrol?
Yeah. Yeah?
Some enemies have the patrol keyword during the enemy phase. Each ready, unengaged enemy with the patrol keyword moves to a connecting location along the shortest path towards the designated location. So they'll have like something there.
Okay, got it. Yeah, they're moving around. It's like Hitman.
The Midwinter Gala. All right, you ready?
Yes.
This is the true.
Have you shuffled your deck and stuff already?
No.
All right. Here, swap me.
Supposed to?
Put me in coach.
Or you want this?
Or whichever. Do you want to
do
read it or
this.
you want to shuffle?
Here, you do this. I'll shuffle.
H.P. Lovecraft's The Festival. It was the Yuletide that men call Christmas, though they know in their hearts it is older than Bethlehem and Babylon, older than Memphis and mankind. It was the Yuletide, and I had come at last to the ancient sea town where my people had dwelt and kept festival in the elder time when festival was forbidden, where also they had commanded their sons to keep festival once every century, that the memory of primal secrets might not be forgotten. All right, so there's a festival kind of atmosphere. Intro. A light snow falls as you step out of your taxi in front of the cracked and weathered facade of the old Kingsport Manor. Several other guests, some of the finest movers and shakers from Arkham to New York, flitter past you to present their invitation to the doorman. As you follow them in, you catch a scent of cedar and sweet florals with an undercurrent of something rank. I think Zoe might know something about that, given her art.
That is from the meat.
Yes, exactly.
We have the meat.
What kind of meat? Is it human meat? I don't know.
Cedar, sweet florals.
Look, she's just
and
doing her
meat.
job, man. Nothing suspicious here.
Undercurrent of meat.
The way she's holding that knife has nothing to do with how she's been using it.
Yeah. Right?
Would you let her in the gala?
Don't you cut your steaks up just like this?
I think they may actually do that. Well, no, I think they hold them as they're working it down. I think it's flipped. So yeah, I don't know what she's got going on there.
I'll tell you what, she's killing people.
The Lantern Club. Yeah, I still wouldn't hold a knife like that to kill somebody. Am I wrong? The Lantern Club.
I plead the fifth.
Lantern Club is thrilled to have you. A grinning, sharp-eyed attendant says as they hand you the same bone-white mask worn throughout the soiree. Ooh, we have masks on.
Is this like a masquerade party?
Yeah, I guess so.
Is this a problem?
Feeling out of place, you don your mask and follow an elderly flapper into a drawing room with a crackling fire.
Are there any pictures of this?
The room would be warm and inviting if not for an uncanny strangeness in the dreamlike paintings and ghastly sculptures. Looking at them makes your head swim.
Zach, the picture's in your imagination.
Yeah, it's like a word picture.
It's up here.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Theater of the mind.
Why have a word when I can have a picture? It's literally right there. Boom. All right, hold on. Let's put it up. See the masks?
Yeah, that's much better than what I had in my head.
Yeah, great.
Please, if you'll indulge me. A stentorian voice bellows from an adjoining room. Wow, they got this thesaurus out for this one. Stentorian voice?
Every time.
What does
terrified to read
stentorian
it.
mean, you think?
Look at me. Say it again. How you spell it?
Stentorian. Stentorin. I've never seen that in like a crossword or anything. Is it a real word? Jonathan says no.
It might be one of those Lovecraft words.
You follow the voice back to the lavish foyer. Also, is it foyer or foyer?
This is not a job for me.
Zach definitely knows.
I barely make it through a day.
It's probably either, right?
Yeah, I think it's one of those. Like,
Is it like, are you French or not?
Yeah. I've always thought I said foyer, but then I didn't know if people were making fun of it or if it was actually because a lot of people say foyer.
Couldn't tell you, to be honest. Oh, look at all these pictures. Now I can easily see it. Look at this. Dolores Gatling. I know exactly what this is now.
You can't look at those yet.
You're
ruining the adventure. At the top of the stairway, a stately gentleman with a finely trimmed beard and alabaster mask raises his champagne glass. I am Declan Pierce, no mark of the Lantern Club. Follow me, please. The guests follow him through a wide set of double doors into the ballroom, in the center of which a gleaming gem is displayed behind a thick pane of glass. The socialites gather around, marveling at the swirling, iridescent colors that move like clouds within the hard-cut angles of the jewel.
I picture Monterey Jack like Abu from Aladdin.
Yeah. My honored guest, this is the Jewel of Sarnath, Declan Pierce says triumphantly. A stone unlike any other, rumored to have been cut in an ancient city on distant shores. Legends claim it can grant its bearers wishes. Scattered laughter follows Pierce's remarks, and the chairman himself suppresses a chuckle. Yes, I know. Of course, the real purpose of this evening is you. We invited only the best, the most supreme of New England's social strata to appeal to your sense of charity. The most distinguished, or generous, among you may be permitted to hold the jewel by the end of the evening. And who knows, perhaps dreams are real and the Jewel of Sarnath can grant wishes, but until then, enjoy our little party. After another wave of friendly laughter, Pierce claps his hands and a dozen attendants bearing mouth-watering appetizers descend upon the room. Your eyes scan the ballroom, hoping for some sign of the contact who led you here. A chill runs down your spine as you lock eyes with a tall, masked figure standing at the back of the crowd. Is it the guy? Is it the man in yellow kind of thing?
I have my doubts.
He slowly cocks his head just a little too far to the right. You wonder if he's smiling behind his bone-white mask. After what feels like ages, the man breaks eye contact with you to continue scanning the room. Suppressing a shiver, you search the gaggle of guests. Your gala invitation arrived in an unmarked parcel, along with a note promising generous compensation for your assistance in procuring the Jewel of Sarnath. At long last, you find your mysterious contact. Okay, this is non-italicized words. Who is your mysterious contact? The investigators must choose which faction requested their assistance. Hint, the faction you choose will determine your objectives in this scenario. Okay, Zach, this is your choice to make.
I have a guess.
I'm going to read you 5 options for who we can decide invited us to the party. First, a severe woman in a well-tailored suit leans against the walls with her arms crossed. She looks like she'd rather be in a shootout than at this elaborate party. If she's your contract, proceed to X. Other option, an astute professorial type strokes his goatee as he studies a painting. You recognize him as Caldwell Phillips, the dean of Miskatonic University.
Don't trust him.
Third, a slick-looking man with dark hair taps ash from his cigar into a hapless guest's champagne flute. His darting eyes suggest he's casing the joint. Too obvious?
I trust him more because he's clearly willing to do whatever he wants.
That is how you generate trust.
Yeah.
You catch the gleam.
Well, there's an honesty to it.
There is an honesty to
like you have to, there's a certain level
rapscallionism. effectively. You catch the gleam of his signet ring in the corner of your eye. Turning, you see the prestigious leader of the Silver Twilight Lodge, Carl Sandford. You remember Carl? That Silver Twilight Lodge was no good.
Yeah. I'm avoiding
all those hexes.
I'm with option 1 currently, but I'm hearing you out.
Carl is conversing with a pair of masked guests, if that helps your decision. And then finally, a tall, stout man with a long black beard and a weather-beaten coat looked clearly out of place at this extravagant gala. You recognize him from the Rope and Anchor Tavern in Kingsport.
I like that guy personally.
Okay, locals of Kingsport is what we will skip to. Page 10.
I like beards. He seems like a good guy.
Uh-huh. All right, well, yeah. Who can argue with that? The name's Bane. William Bane. It's just tempting to do the voice, right?
I peed in it.
The stalwart man shakes your hand with a firm grip. I'm glad you came to this fancy little party. Truth be told, I'm not really a local. I just happen to have a soft spot for this old port. He's already lied to us. The man deftly avoids your questions about his origins before pointing at the silent masked figure in the corner of the room. He's the reason I invited you here. Oh, we nailed it. I wonder if they all say that.
Don't need to know.
They call him the Bloodless Man. Whatever the
Put that to the test.
Whatever the Lantern Club has planned for this evening is certainly his design. The captain sighs. No good can come of that strange jewel. Only ruin. At least, so long as the Lantern Club has it. Any further discussion, you agree to help Bane, or after further discussion, you agree to help Bane recover the jewel. Setup. Gather all cards from the Midwinter Gala encounter set. It's indicated by the mask icon. Should be all of those.
Yeah. Well, it's not, actually.
Whoa. Really?
Well, I have all of the mask icons, so
Okay.
we're there.
Set aside the 3 second-floor room locations out of play. Alex, how's the mail route going?
Second floor. Okay, second floor, out of play.
Put the 3 ground floor room locations into play in a row to the right of the lobby at random.
We'll sort this in a second, but there's a lobby and there's the 3 locations next to it.
Tracks? Okay.
This is all going to ultimately be way up here.
Each investigator begins play at the lobby.
Lobby bar.
Lobby bar. The chosen faction from the guests, on page 7 is your ally, set aside the faction, set aside one of the... Well, wait a minute.
They have these different factions.
Okay. The chosen faction is your allied faction. So we are allied with...
Locals of Kingsport.
You nailed it. Set aside the faction's story card, then put that faction's leader card, story asset side face up, into play under the control of any investigator.
How do you...
It's not that one. It's going to be that one.
So here's William Bane.
All right,
himself.
William Bane is in.
So I put him in, and this goes to the side?
Yes, that story side, or story card is off to the side.
Okay.
Put one of the faction's 3 remaining guest assets into play face up at each ground floor room location at random. So 1 in each, and then remove the rival from the game.
Claire Wilson, Thomas Olney, and Dolores Gatling.
These were good choices. And then it should be a rival?
The Bloodless Man.
No, you can't say it out loud, but the rival goes aside. Remove its rival
So it says
card.
Misfortune Rival.
There we go.
This.
So it's out of the game.
Okay.
Hey, I recognize that art.
Yeah.
That's like Lucky or
That
the
card's
other
called
one.
Unlucky.
Oh, I see what they did there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, set aside one of the other 4 faction story cards at random. The ones we didn't choose.
What do I do with this guy?
I don't know.
Don't look at him.
I'm just going to put him here for now.
He's not the leader card, right?
Okay. What'd you say about the other one to do?
Take one of them at random.
Okay.
And
1
put
through
it-
4.
Put it out of play,
6 doesn't work.
along with our leader and rival
5
card.
doesn't work. 2.
Or along with its rival.
Okay, so say it again.
Get the story card, the leader card, and the rival card from that.
Done.
Okay. That faction is our rival for the game. What faction is that?
Miskatonic University.
All right, good.
It's
Perfect.
exactly as I dreamed it.
Remove your rival's 3 remaining guest assets from the game. So we don't need those.
Okay.
For each of the remaining 3 factions, so take all of that and put that aside.
These things?
Yeah, with all the other stuff that's aside.
This is the keep aside, though, not the get rid of.
Yeah, this is the real. We're going to use this later.
Okay. Then take what?
And then for each of the remaining 3 factions, remove the faction story card, leader card, and rival card.
Okay.
but the guests will remain.
So get the guests out.
It's like building IKEA furniture together.
Full house. What could go wrong?
You guys are really doing a great job.
Thanks. See, you're supposed to tell people when they're doing great things.
Okay.
Like Alex delivering the mail.
He's not. Look at this.
I don't actually know if he's doing that well, to be fair. Off work. He's actually watching?
Yeah.
Is he watching on the TV or on the phone or on the
I
computer?
never know.
He seems like a PC guy.
So I've got
9.
9 guests.
Perfect.
Okay.
Shuffle the remaining 9 guest assets face down to form the guest deck and place it next to the act deck.
I'm loving it already. I'm back. I was in the throes of frustration this morning.
You just had to work your way through that deck building, and now you get the reward.
It's part of the process, though.
Yeah, the sacrifice equals reward.
That's right. Gotta go through the pain to get the gain.
That's right.
Okay, 9. We're gonna form the guest deck. I'm just gonna put it up here for now.
Nailed it. Put the top 3 cards of the guest deck into play face up, placing one of them in each ground, room, floor location.
Archibald Hudson, Raymond Loggins, and Horatio Martinez.
Cool.
Let's clean this up in a minute.
Put the Bloodless Man Silent Lurker side into play. Exhausted at the Lantern Chamber. Where's the Lantern Chamber? What is that? Oh, there it is. It's right on top there.
Okay.
But where does that go?
Don't know yet. Remember, we don't know how they connect.
And attach the Pale Lantern story asset to him. Hypnotic Glow side face up.
Got it.
Okay. All right. And there's not a Lantern Chamber anywhere. Oh, okay. Put the lobby and Lantern Chamber into play. So the Lantern Chamber should be in with all that stuff on it somewhere in here. We'll figure out how they connect shortly.
And the lobby.
Lobby's already here.
Oh, lobby bar.
Set each of the following cards aside out of play from the rest of this deck.
Yep.
All monster enemies. That's a little bit of foreshadowing. Both copies of Vicious Ambush.
Yep.
The Declan Pierce enemy.
Yep.
And the Jewel of Sarnath.
Oh, dude, it is beautiful. Look at that.
Oh, hold on. I'll put it up there.
Don't read it.
Just look at it.
See, that's exactly what this character is all about. What's up, Totally Random?
Beautiful.
Just
I didn't read the
what
card,
you
but
do.
it is beautiful.
I
Okay.
believe there's about 70 other people along with you watching that are wanting to watch this at the same time. Isn't that cool? Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
Shuffle the remaining 23 encounter cards to form the encounter deck. See if there's 23 there. We did it right. Uh-oh.
My God. 23.
All right.
I was just double checking.
Shuffle those bad boys up, and we are ready to begin, and then we will set everything up nicely.
Did it say what I did with this? This is our rival. It had me remove the guest, but then keep this stuff.
Yeah. Let's see if I missed it. It's just set it out of play.
Okay. I will say, in terms of scenario packs, having a scenario where there's seemingly we didn't need, besides our deck that we brought to the table, we didn't need anything else.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Big.
You thought you were going to have to dive into the Arkham, didn't
I
you?
definitely understand we already have all these other cards. We don't need to reprint them and we can mix and match. But like if every scenario was just, here's all the cards that you need.
Oh, man, yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice. But then it wouldn't incentivize us to buy everything.
I still buy everything. Danny Goodnight, I'd love to get into this game. Played Lord of the Rings LCG for years. Really enjoyed it. But heard Arkham takes the solo experience to a whole new level.
It does.
Solo for Arkham, people play two-handed, right?
They most of the time play two-handed. True solo is apparently very difficult. That's why some people like it.
Gotcha. Okay, before we keep going,
I've got a map.
First
You
of all,
guys are really flexing with those original Dunwich boards.
I know, not available anymore ever again.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and what haven't been available for years.
Yeah, the
Never
copper
again.
powder
It's
stopped
strong.
working. Well, maybe again,
The
but
pandemic used all the copper.
he's in the
not
lobby.
like this.
This is down here.
These are special. These are prototypes. That's why
Let's do this. I'm gonna lobby. This is in the lobby. We need to be able to see these icons.
Yeah,
And then
this is what they want right here.
yeah, I'm just spreading this out a little bit.
Okay.
To give us, cause we have
Yeah,
plenty
can we
of
do a
space.
top down, Jonathan, and see
Yeah,
what
yeah.
we've got? We got tons of room these days.
Yeah, because we're zoomed out. This camera's from space.
catch the eclipse last night?
I did. It was less of an eclipse than I expected.
Yeah, now that we've seen the true solar, it's like, whatever.
Like, what is this even?
What is the moon?
It's a good question.
Yeah, it's a great mystery. They still haven't solved that one. Isn't that crazy?
Okay. Real quick, let me read.
Okay.
Let me read the agenda and the act.
Relax, man. Relax. No need to go off on a tangent.
What is this card? This is the reflection here is absurd. Look at this. You can't even see this card. It blends right into the white. Anyways, agenda 1A. Masked.
Oh, agenda 1A.
Agenda 1A. Yeah, masked. Yeah, we start with the left side of the book because these go together to book us. Masked revelers. Promising to be a night of intrigue and wonder, the gala is expected to be filled with secrets and whispers that are as much a part of the entertainment as the drinks and the music. Each Lantern Club enemy cannot be dealt damage.
Uh-oh.
Doom cannot be removed from this agenda by card effects. Forced, when a single-sided guest asset would leave play, it becomes spellbound instead.
Okay. So you could, well, if it could take damage, I guess you could.
It could leave play in other ways, you see. All right, Act 1A, meet and greet. You notice the jewel is no longer in the ballroom. Maybe a guest saw someone move it? Guest assets do not take up ally slots. Action, choose a guest asset and the skill icon on it at your location. Parlay, test that skill 3. If you succeed, take control of the asset. Action, if you control a guest, give control of it to another investigator location. So we can pass them around.
Mm-hmm.
Objective, if each undefeated investigator controls a guest asset and the current agenda is 2A or 3A, they may spend the requisite amount of clues as a group to advance.
Okay.
So we need 6 clues.
Okay.
We need to be on 2A.
And each of us needs a guest?
And each of us needs a guest.
Okay.
To advance the act.
Okay. So basically, we just have to wait 4 turns for the agenda to flip before we can do anything meaningful. So we just need to get clues and guests and be ready.
Or make Doom happen, you know?
Yeah, right. Delve a little too deep.
What could go wrong?
Or, you know.
Okay, so here is the bad card deck. In terms of connection, so we have the lobby.
Lobby goes to Lantern.
Lobby goes to all the ground room floors, and it goes to the Lantern.
And Lantern doesn't go anywhere but lobby.
Yep, and we don't know where all those go. And we haven't flipped this yet, so we don't know what that is. We'll get there in a second. Now, I do have...
Well, this man starts exhausted.
I got him.
Okay, good.
I do have this Locals of Kingsport. I don't know if I'm supposed to read it or not.
Yeah, let's see. I think we set that aside.
These are our friends.
Let me look. Luckily, we can always just look, you know? The chosen faction is your allied faction. Set aside the story card, then put the leader card, story asset side face up, into play under the control of any investigator. Oh, so he comes to us. Bane is in front of one of us. Who wants Bane?
So I set this aside.
Yeah, it's just aside for now. I think we'll read it, I assume, when it matters. Well, there are 1 or more cards committed to a skill test you're performing. You get +1 to each of your skills. That's nice. After you commit cards to a skill test, spend 2 resources and exhaust William Bane. Reveal the top card of the guest deck. Put it into play at the lobby. Who's most likely to use skill cards? Do you have any skill cards in there? The ones that just go into tests?
Just checking. I don't think so.
I think I've got like 6.
I've got none.
Okay. I'll keep him.
I got no skills.
And he doesn't have an ally icon, which means I can have my ally in play as well.
And he stays on this side?
Yeah, he stays for now. I guess he stays with me. And I can soak.
And this says, if you succeed, take control. You can pass guess. Single-sided would leave play. So it's not single-sided. Got it. Okay. Also, for general awareness, how much money do we start with?
5.
$5.
$5, 5 cards. We haven't done this in a long time. It's going to be rusty. But it's a simple system.
This is the longest it's been since I've played Arkham since we started streaming Arkham in 2020.
Yeah.
It's also crazy that it's been as long since we started streaming Arkham at the start of the pandemic as it had been since Arkham had come out when we first started streaming. Arkham's been out 8 years. That was 4 years ago.
Wow.
And I remember when we started playing the stream, it was like, this game's been out forever, and there's all these cards for me to explore.
Yeah.
Twice as long as gone by.
Wow. My entire time in college has been since we last streamed this. Yikes.
Well, since we started
What was I doing?
Since we started streaming this. Yeah. I mean, when you go to college, it's a new experience, and at the time, 4 years seems like a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it does not seem nearly as long.
No.
Something about aging and math, etc. I get it. Okay, so before we do that, we draw before we see what location we're doing.
I'm not 100% certain ever.
All right, I'll just read it.
I think we draw first, though. Let's draw first. Let's draw first, and then we start this scenario.
5.
I think we're supposed to do all of this before we read anything.
What's the mulligan in this one?
Set aside, redraw, reshuffle.
Oh, the best mulligan.
Yeah, it's the best mulligan. Okay.
We like you.
We like you.
And they can't be dealt damage right now.
Who?
The guess. Not the bad guys, but the guess.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it says Landing Club enemy cannot be dealt damage. I guess, would they say Landing Club somewhere?
Let me just take a guess. Nope. No, okay, so there's not. This is a Lantern Club enemy, yeah?
So he can't be dealt damage. The other ones can.
Okay, you want to just ace them? What happens if they turn to Spellbound, right? They turn over if we kill them? Or if they leave play or damage?
Would leave play, they become Spellbound instead.
Okay. But we're not trying to do that, are we?
I don't know.
Maybe we should read them.
Well, there's...
Okay.
We wouldn't know any of that.
We don't know any of this stuff.
Don't want that.
I need money. I need money more than I need this bullwhip.
Don't want that. Okay. I'm on mulligan 3. No, you know what? I'm on mulligan.
Is that the first time you've ever said that?
I hope so. I don't know. Maybe it's good.
Yeah, let's do 3.
I'll take it. It's my signature weapon. I should have my whip. Not great. That's good. That doesn't matter yet. Oh, now you give me a poisoned, man.
I didn't do anything.
2 scrying mirrors. Come on.
Isn't poison just really bad if we're doing a campaign, though?
Permanent. You are poisoned. Oh yeah, this is probably not a great one to have. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's great. I gave you the best weakness.
All right. Well, if I draw it during the game, I'll swap it for
an actual weakness.
Yeah. I won't draw it. 2 scrying mirrors. Wow. Thanks a lot, Loose Leaf. Horrible. No money either. Middle of Miami.
Okay, so I'm going to now read the location that we're at. So we're in the lobby. The front door of the mansion leads to a room filled with art, attendees, and a beautiful chandelier. Grab yourself a drink. It could be a long night.
Okay.
Lobby. 2 clues on it.
Hey, dude, that's... I'm about to trigger my ability turn 1.
You're searching around that lobby, see what you can
Maybe.
find. So there's 2 clues, and it's got Shroud of 2, fast action. It's not even called. What's that actually called?
Fast action.
If the current agenda is 2A or 3, spend 1 clue per investigator. Resources, or 1 per investigator resources, 2 resources. Someone is fashionably late. Reveal the top card of the guest deck and put it into play at this location.
Okay, so we can put more guests in.
Spend 2 money, get a guest.
Do we know what we're doing yet? What we're trying to do? We're trying to get clues and guests.
Objective. If each undefeated investigator controls a guest, and the current agenda is 2A or 3A, we can spend 6 clues and advance.
And how do we control guests again?
If they would leave play, they become spellbound.
And that's how we control them?
That is not how we control them. Spellbound's when they flip over, right?
Yeah. There's got to be like a...
Oh, right here. You choose a guest, asset, and skill icon on it at your location. Parlay, test of 3. If you succeed, take control.
Okay,
so parlay for 3.
I could do a brain or a book test of 3.
Yep.
To take control of it. This is easy mode.
Yeah. However, 1, we have to get there. 2...
Get there. Just move.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's easy.
We could also just do this thing, spend 2 money, and a guest shows up right where we're at.
That's true.
Doesn't have to be a different.
It's got to be 2A. We can't do it yet. It's got to be on 2A. We're at 1A. So that's like our emergency button.
They have to be late. That makes sense. Okay, I'm not gonna read all those guests.
No, we'll just pick them up as we go.
Not a chance, man. Not a chance. All right.
Can I start?
Sure.
All right.
Welcome to Arkham.
Welcome to Arkham, baby.
We dove right in at noon. 1:04 p.m., baby.
Which is a notably fast start for Arkham.
Yeah.
That's very.
Remember the time we tried to deck build on stream and then it hurt.
Yeah, it did hurt. First action, Dr. Milan Christopher giving me +1 to my book. Second action, do I even want to waste a deduction on this?
We get how many actions?
3.
Crikey. Not good. Not good.
Yeah.
How do I have one? Okay.
Second action.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to investigate the lobby 2 shroud. I've got 5 book. So I'm at +3.
I'll allow it. Uh-oh. Doing the honors here. Hold on.
It's been a while.
Here you go. Oh, you got it.
Don't pull the string. -1.
Beautiful.
That's a success.
Beautiful.
Tap Christopher, gain a money, gain a clue. Just boomer stuff. And then last action, same thing. 5 on a 2.
On Tuesday.
What does that mean? What's the
Oh,
gas
yeah, I was
mask?
going to read this. We didn't get to it. So the gas mask is -3. If you fail, or if the bloodless man is at your location, take a horror.
Okay, great. Didn't fail. 5 to 2 means 3 is a tie. Succeed. Grab a clue.
Like
Trigger
soccer.
Monty's ability. After you discover the last clue, I'm going to look at the top 2 cards.
Let's go.
Awesome. And awesome.
Mm.
And then we will send them back.
Beautiful. Those
just,
are
just
cards
like
you
we drew it
didn't
up.
want, so
Yeah,
that
that's just
works.
like we drew it up.
Real quick, the skeleton, -X, X is the current agenda number.
Okay, 1.
The hood, -X, X is the number of guest assets at your location. Maximum of 5.
Okay. Yeah, this is a guess too, so I've always got a -1 there.
Tablet, -2, -4 if you were at a private location,
Okay.
which we're not.
Love it.
Over to me.
Over to you.
3 actions.
You got work to do, baby.
Okay.
What's up, Aaron Jones? Great to hear. Lunch is important, you know.
I will.
You just want to go to the lantern chamber and see what's going on in there? You got to take a horror to get in, but
Not yet. He seems terrifying.
he's exhausted. He's exhausted.
He's not going to be exhausted though soon.
But he stands up and you have Zoe stuff and he can't be hurt. That's right.
Until he's hurtable. Not touching it. Okay. I'm going to play my emergency cash from my stick to the plan.
Yep. Stick to the plan. Get the money.
That's right.
We both had an entire token set around emergency cash.
I'm going to play a beat cop.
Oh yeah. Now this is Zoe.
No, this is pod racing. You think it's better for us to stick together?
Yeah, I think so. But if you wanted to go now, that's fine too. I think that's okay. I think we're like 1 turn away from having to care about the problems in front of us.
I kind of want to just like poke into a room. and
You
see
should,
what's
yeah, you
happening.
should definitely go in there.
Okay.
Definitely at the last action, you should
So let's see
see what's going on in there.
Yeah, I agree. I want to have my beat cop in play in case something goes weird.
Do you have a level 1 or level 0 B cup?
0.
Right, cool. That's right.
Yeah, if I went into a room and it was like you can't play assets, I would be very sad.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't seem like they're going to attack or anything yet.
No, I don't
we're
think
not on
so.
like fighting terms.
They look totally normal.
I'm very interested in seeing what Dolores is up to over there. I like that mask she's got going on.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make it as hard as possible and go to the art gallery. You want to read this to me?
Yes.
That's where I'm heading.
The stately halls are filled with the sound of music and laughter. Art gallery, manor, ground floor, 3 shroud, 2 clues. There's more to be discovered in this room full of strange works of art. You can take an action, place up to 2 clues from the token pool on this location, gain 2 resources.
Group limited once per round. So 2 extra clues and then $2 for an action once a round.
So like I could go there, discover 2 clues, hit it, discover 2 clues again. I'm built for this scenario.
Andrew Navarro in the house saying beat cop that like button. That's right. On that note, smash the like button, beat cop the bell, sign up for the text messages.
Emergency cash, the text message.
Buy
that's
something.
right.
Yeah, buy a house in Tulsa.
That's a big ask. That was my turn.
Okay.
Flip me around.
All right, flip you around.
All right. One thing I remember: Doom first.
Not yet. No, not even close. So now we go to the enemy phase.
This is you.
Where enemies will do their thing, but we're exhausted here. And then I think they stand up, and then we stand up, and then we get a money and a card.
I like that phase.
And then at the start of the round, it's the Mythos phase. And we add Doom first.
I'm on it. Let's go with the... You think silver or salmon? What's your vibe? It's classic red. That's kind of boring.
I like salmon because it's supposed to be like by the sea, right?
Yeah, this was the Innsmouth.
Yeah, and I think this is the sea-based location.
It goes on the agenda.
Yeah, put it on the one side there rather than the two would be ideal.
Oh yeah, don't mind me. Just a little rusty.
Okay, and then are there any when this happens triggers on the board?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, surely we've looked at all of them. Then we go to the bad cards. We each get one. That feels right? Who's the lead investigator? I'll be the lead investigator.
You kicked us off.
A Lantern Club member. A 3/2/2 humanoid Lantern Club. Spend 1 resource, parlay. Automatically evade this enemy. You may spend 2 additional resources to discard it instead. Okay.
I'll leave that to you.
And it has 1 sanity damage if I ignore it.
All right. I thought that was a bottle of tequila. This water
John
bottle.
bringing in a bottle.
I was like, wow, I didn't even think you drank.
Did you guys get this enemy stand up with Milan on upkeep?
Yeah, good. Right on.
Inexplicable cold. Revelation. Test 4 foot. For each point you fail by, you must choose one. Discard a card from your play area. Choose and discard a card from your hand, or take a damage.
Dude, we got those in the wrong order.
Yeah,
you need the enemy, and I need the foot test. That's a bummer.
I'll commit a foot to this. So I'm a 3 to the 4. Let's hope we get a little lucky. Got to discard for every point I fail by anyway. This is
that's not a good one for you.
Number of guests at my location. So it's a -2. So 3 - 2 is 1. I fail by 3. Woo.
That's 3 cards from hand, mister. Or no, it's damage. It's damage. Mm-hmm. And it's damage on the beat cop, isn't it?
It's definitely 1 damage on the beat cop.
That's what beat cop is for.
And then 2 on me.
2 questions for you. What's the housing market like in Tulsa? Good and getting better with rates dropping.
I think housing market in Tulsa is like it is everywhere else, just less extreme.
John, how's the housing market? You just moved here, right? Apartments? Easy?
Apartments were pretty easy to find.
Apartments easy to find? Okay. And where did you move from, Albuquerque?
I moved from Albuquerque.
So, cheaper rent? Similar?
Slightly cheaper than what you would get for the same square footage.
Okay. Slightly cheaper than Albuquerque. We know that.
Yeah. I mean, interest rate, I think it's very similar to elsewhere. Prices are up, but I think compared to the rest of the country, they're way lower.
Yeah.
I had a friend move in from Portland, and he's like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild.
And then what's the winter? Where the winter's like? We usually get 1 or 2 big-ish snows. We don't have any infrastructure that's ready for it, so everything kind of shuts down. And then cold and windy. And then oftentimes just kind of nice. Sunny, 35, 40 degrees for a few months. And then it's spring. It's really nice. It's a nice place. Don't tell anybody, though. We don't want anybody moving here. Have we done all the things we need to do? Did you take your damage?
I did.
Wow, you really did, didn't you? Okay. Now, I don't think we can use these abilities that they have until we we're
correct.
hanging out with
That was
them.
one of the things that we read earlier in the book. Can I see the book real quick?
Check this out. Dude, look at me. I'm Monty.
Full Monty.
All right, I'm going to pay 2 as a fast action to put in my trusty bullwhip. And then first action, fight this Lantern Club member. I don't have to tap or do that. It uses the feet instead of fist. And if it succeeds, I can exhaust to deal +1 damage, which I'm going to try to do. So I'm testing a 5-foot stat against a 3. I'm currently 2 up.
What could go wrong?
And I cannot put anything into the test. So let's see what happens. Oh, Dad!
We give high fives on superstars.
+1, but I do not have any relics in play. So I'm not going to get any sweet money off of that. But I will succeed. I'll exhaust this and discard this Lantern Club member.
She gone.
Doesn't mean a thing. Second action, we're going to go for a clue.
Back to the bag.
Investigate.
What? There's no clues.
Oh, I've got to move. Right. Second action, we'll move here. And then third action, we're going to do clue, and we're going to commit deduction to get one additional clue. Oh, no, wait. This can get two additional. That's right. I don't want to do that. What's your turn look like before I go too
I'm going to try to parlay with Dolores.
That's as far as you've gotten?
I mean, it depends on if I succeed or fail. But that's where I'm going to start.
I want those two clues because I need my.
I'm definitely not touching those clues.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go ahead and take one. I'll just take one.
Take one what?
One clue. So still 5 to 3. Could be worse. Could be better. +1. Drawing all the tokens I plan to later put in the bag.
He never didn't have it.
And then I will tap to gain a money from Christopher. And then I'll pass it on over to you.
Okay. I'm going to parlay with Dolores. I'm going to use the fight stat. So I'm a 4. It's a parlay of 3. I'm going to commit 2 to this, so I'm ahead by 3. So I think, is there a -3 in the bag? There is a -3 and a -4. Do you have any spare fists that you don't want to use? Sir Wooly?
I have no fists in here. Huh?
Okay. We're going for it.
You should know, by the way, in case you did want to investigate, while investigating and parlaying, you get +1 book for each humanoid enemy at your location. Now, I think that's only works whenever we control them, right?
Yeah.
But just know that if you successfully parlay, you're going to get ++ books. Is that what you want? Well, you may ignore each attack of opportunity made by humanoid non-elite enemies against you. That seems good.
That's very good. I could also pass her to you if...
Oh, okay. That would be, I mean...
Yeah, we just need to get a guess, and that was the one I had the best
6
stats for, so
Love
I figured. Yeah. -3, so
Perfect.
I fail.
Yeah,
because it was a 3, I was a 5, down to 2. We've not succeeded.
Okay. Great job.
All right, what are my other options here? That can't be worth it.
What was your... Weren't you at it? Wait, did you put that in the test?
This?
Yes. That puts you at a 6, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's minus...
6 minus 3 is 3.
Oh, so I succeed.
Yeah.
Ha-ha! Math is hard. If I succeed, take control of the guess. Okay, so I get +1 book, and I can ignore attacks of opportunity made by humanoid non-elite enemies against me.
And it's +1 for each humanoid enemy at your location. Okay, which is currently 0.
Right.
But I had 1 a second ago. Okay, good.
Good. Okay. So I have 2 actions left. My book stat is weak. I guess you need a guess now.
Well, you could also just explore, you know?
Just take a look around?
Yeah, take a look.
All right, let's do that. I'm going to come over here because it's easy. Another ground floor room. They're connected, right?
Yeah, I like that you just did it in a way that it's just the most confusing way to do that.
Yeah, for sure. I wanted to go to the bar room, you see. 3 shroud, 4 clues.
Okay, that's better.
Fast action, spend a resource. Buy a drink. Heal 1 damage or 1 horror from an investigator or guest outside of this location.
Okay.
I actually like that a lot.
Too bad the beat cop's not drinking on the job. I respect that, actually.
But Zoe... she needs to take the edge off of things, you know? All right. Claire Wilson and Archibald. I'm going to start reading now.
Okay, we've gotten to that phase.
Okay, she's pretty good. Although our friend is red. So that's part of why I like Dolores, because she was the red character over there.
So you think Claire as well? Maybe, are we trying to collect all of our buddies?
I don't know.
It does seem like that would be a good thing to do. They were there for a reason, surely, yeah? Call me Shirley.
Surely. Well. I think...
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so all the rows are about Skeltas. I did not know that. I guess that's their color pie thing.
I like Archibald's ability here. He has a fast action. During a turn, you can exhaust him, search top 9 of the encounter deck for an enemy, draw it and shuffle, then exhaust the enemy and gain 3 resources.
Oh, that's really good.
Which is like super good for me.
And what's Zoe's ability after you become engaged?
Gain a resource.
Oh, okay, so that's a 4 money.
for money situation. You know what I mean? So I may try to parlay. Can I parlay multiple times a turn? I can.
Oh, dude, and then you can take an action, spend a resource, move a damage from beat cop to one of the enemies. That's sick.
Yeah. So
better kill it though.
I can get to a 5 as long as I don't get that -3 again. You know.
Well, and you don't have any humanoid enemies. That's right. Yeah, you can get to a 5. I mean, 5's fine. I was going to say that plus book might matter, but it doesn't.
Okay.
Because you're going to use your brain.
Let's try to parlay with my good old
You're
friend.
going to use 2 cards on this?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Look who's here.
Who am I playing Arkham with? You're going to use 2 cards on a parlay
Hey,
test
Jesse.
like this?
Well, so like I
happening?
can't play evidence because I have to defeat, which we can't
Well,
do right
but
now.
eventually you will.
But you're going to get so many clues. It's crazy. You're literally on the gain 2 clues on this thing and a bunch of money button until we're ready. I'm just getting people. I'll pass one of them to you and we'll move along. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, I want that ability.
I can't believe
that's what I
you're using
want.
evidence on this. Zach.
What else is evidence for? Here we go. Zoe's wild, man.
So you're showing evidence to Archibald?
Tablet. -2.
Boom.
And it's not private. Okay, it's -2. It would have been -4 if it was private. So I'm showing evidence to Archibald, of course. Evidence, and I also, told
Wait a
him about
minute. You can't do that, can you? Because they both have the ally icon. Wait, we can only have one ally.
I thought did they count against the I thought they don't count.
Do
I
they
thought I
not?
read that somewhere.
Yeah, you maybe read that.
It's just a lot.
This doesn't for sure. It doesn't even have the bauble. But why do they have the bauble if this one doesn't? Consult the manual.
That's right. Yeah, I'm in it.
What's that winning agenda? Jesse, so good to see you guys streaming games again. Can't wait to chat and play some Arthurian Legends with y'all in Germany in a fortnight. That's right.
Oh, it's the act.
That's going to be so fun.
It is.
Here you go.
Guests do not take up ally slots.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
I knew it was somewhere, man. I can't control
There
that
it
one.
is.
It's like on the table. Okay. And then I don't even know. These aren't enemies yet, right?
No, that's your last action too, yeah?
Yeah. But there's a fast action.
Mm.
But I don't want to use it right now.
I don't know that I would, but
Okay.
you're doing weird stuff and it's working.
Yeah.
So don't let me keep you from it. Okay, then we're both done, so we go to the enemy phase. Patroller's gonna patrol. He's aloof though, so
This is attached to him.
he won't engage us. What is that? What does that
The
say?
pale
We
lantern.
should probably read it.
It said attach it to him.
But what does the card say?
Action: if the bloodless man has 1 or more damage on him or is in the victory display, test fist or foot 3. If you succeed, take control of the pale lantern and flip it over. Any investigates this location may trigger this ability. Force from the pale lantern would leave play. Attach it to its location instead.
Okay.
So he has to have a damage or be in the victory display for us to take this test.
I think we should work on killing that guy.
We can't damage him yet.
Not
but yes.
yet, but
Did you read him?
no.
All right. I like how we're unfolding this onion. Unfolding specifically. Anyways, Human Lantern Club Elite. Unfold the
I was
onion.
making dinner tonight and I had to unfold the onion a few times before I could
Aloof-
chop it
Is
up.
this the bloodless man?
Yeah. Aloof and patrol. Forced, when this enemy is defeated, instead flip him over, exhaust him, and heal all but 3 per investigator damage from him. And he can have 6 on him, so...
So we got to do like 12 probably.
No. It's heal all but 6 damage from him. But he can only take... I guess the other side maybe is stronger. I got it. Forced, when the investigator's phase ends, if this enemy is ready, deal a horror to each investigator and guest asset at this location.
Okay.
If the pale lantern is attached to this enemy, each guest asset at this location becomes spellbound. So,
Okay.
if he has the pale lantern and he's at a location, every guest there is going to be spellbound
By the lantern.
by the lantern.
Mm.
If we're there, we take a horror.
Yeah.
So don't be where he's at.
And our guests would also get spellbound. Right? Would
yes.
they not?
Cannot.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah.
And then they would flip and stick to that location and we'd have to redo everything, right?
Yes. Can't allow it.
Okay. All right, so enemies have moved, then everything readies. This is coming back. I mean, I don't know that I'm doing it perfectly right, but I think it's right. Gain a money. Gain a card. And then we go up to the top of the phase. 1 doom on the agenda, please.
The agenda?
I was about to say act. And then we each get 1 fun card. And I've got Entrap. Ooh, good. It's test 3 foot, which I already am fine at. If you fail and the bloodless man is at my location, it's not. Bloodless man is at another location. He readies,
Look at him with his
moves
lantern.
until he reaches my location and engages me. Or if the bloodless man is not in play, entrap gain surge. Okay. So I've got a 3 foot to a 5. And I've got no way to bump it up. I can't commit a skill with William Bain, unfortunately. So it's just a 5 to a 3.
I believe.
But that's a pretty good natural test to have, you know? It's about as good as you can ask for. Against your 5 stat, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Most tokens in the bag work for you. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
He just can't miss.
He's gone, man. I'm not entrapped at all. I'm too fast, and I've got my whip.
Terror Gate. Like interrogate, but...
Dude, and look, you get your big stat test, too.
Test 2 brain. I have a big brain. 4. This test gets +2 difficulty if a rival enemy is in play. We don't have the rival. The rival is the...
The rival's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you fail and you allied with... We allied with...
The birds.
The birds.
Mm-hmm.
I lose an action.
Oh.
That's fine. Okay. So I'm 2 ahead. I'm not even going to commit a card to this. I'm just so confident.
Nailed it, dude. This is why we play Arkham.
That's right, because we're just so good at bagging.
Because the Zwerninator can't keep up. Can't keep up with how good the players have gotten.
Yeah. It's a challenge.
All right, you ready for some action? I've got one goal.
Is it winning?
So we're not even close. But we're close to the bloodless man coming in. What's the plan? What's the plan here?
Well, 2 more doom. We need 6 clues and 2 guesses.
Yeah, I can definitely get 6 clues by then.
Well, we already got 2 guesses. So,
but he's gonna move towards us with patrol.
Nearest location with a guest.
So we can choose.
Well, if it's a tie, isn't the old doom rule in effect or whatever it is?
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. I don't think. I think
so. We choose. We do choose.
We choose in the case of a tie, but if it's unsolvable, then we always do.
Yeah. Well, what he goes to the first room with Claire. She goes under.
But these are all equidistant from this.
That's right. But
we can send him here.
But wouldn't we want to send him somewhere where there's only 1 guest?
Oh, probably.
Or none guest.
Or none guest. If you can you get Claire as well?
I do have a big brain, as we talked about earlier. Maybe.
Being a Claire and Scoop over here?
I think the idea would be, can I grab Claire? Now, hold on. If I grab Claire, though, he can't go to her location. So then he's going to go either to your location or he's going to go to where there's 2 people.
Oh, right. So you're leaving Claire to the birds.
So I do think we leave Claire.
Wow.
Because we only lose 1.
So much for allying with the...
Yeah. I mean, we made our choice. Archibald was the guy. And I already saved Dolores, so I'm feeling good about that.
Okay. I'm getting a phone charger real quick. So, Zach, my plan is just to get clues on that location.
Yeah, I think that's what you should do.
Now, what I could do is I could go get 2 more clues on it, and then deduction for all 3, and then have an action to spare.
I don't think that matters.
It does feel like a waste of time.
But we're kind of killing time.
Well, I don't want to waste it. I'll kill it, but I don't want to waste it. Okay, first action. Let's investigate. 3 to a 5. I don't need to do anything about that, do I? Here, I'm going to put this dumb mirror in here. After one or more cards come into a skill test, I get +1 to each skill. So this is currently plus basically 2. So it's a 7 to a 3. Easy.
And if you succeed, you'll remove the last clue and get a look at the top 3 cards of your deck and play something at -3.
Which location?
Art gallery?
Art gallery.
Okay.
If it succeeds, yes, I'll look at the top 3 cards. And I haven't seen many relics, so...
Still looking for a necklace, baby.
It should work. 0.
Tony in the house.
Okay.
So we're
Clue
4 clues.
Off. Monty, 3. There's the blade for free. Hubert's for 1. Hubert's for 1. I'm here for one reason, and it's to take St. Hubert's Key. I'll pay 1, and it will come in, giving me -2 sanity. These will go back in. Can you imagine the compression on that? That's
pretty sick.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And now I've got +1 book and +1 brain. I'm just becoming literally a demigod in real time.
I thought you already were. So what does that make you now?
Appreciate that. Okay. So that was the first action. Second action. We're just going to do this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Take an action, gain 2 resources, put more clues on this thing.
Yeah. I'm in it. So you took an action to investigate. You took an action to load up. You still get to go again, right?
Yeah.
Keep on digging.
Keep going. And then, I'm tempted to go ahead and play the fingerprint kit right now. I think that's going to be more beneficial for us because we got the time. So I'm going to go ahead and pay. Oh, I need to trigger Christopher, gain money. And then I'll pay 4 for a fingerprint kit. And then next turn, I can immediately scoop those. And then we're in the money. All right. Bada boom. Look at me go, man. Look at me go. Just so good at this. I just forget every time. Over to you.
Humble, too. All right, let's move to the last ground floor room. It is the ballroom. Funny place to end. 2 shroud, 2 clues. Parlay, you persuade 2 of the guests to have a dance. Exhaust 2 guests at this location, then heal 1 horror from each of them. It's ominous.
Something's about to happen here that's going to make all this make sense, is it not?
It's ominous. I'll tell you that.
It seems like this is the greatest scenario for this build of Monty ever. Everything is like the most low-hanging.
He went to the art gallery and just started pulling the slot machine.
Crazy.
Okay, so I moved. Now let's see who's worth talking to here. We have Raymond Loggins, and Thomas Olney.
Are you continuing to talk to people? You just trying to gain a collection?
Yeah, well, why not?
I guess I don't know why not. I don't know actually why we're doing any of it.
I don't either.
Do we presume we'll need all of them?
I presume the number that we have will be helpful.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. Because the number he sends under is probably what's going to be hurtful to us.
Mm-hmm.
And right now it would be 1. And then hopefully 1.
And you're just going to try to scoot.
Mm-hmm.
And we essentially have to. Well, he's not going to engage us because he's aloof.
But if we're there, we get a horror. If he's at our location at the end of the turn.
But we really need to engage him so he stops moving.
But if you're where he's at the end, all our guests go down.
Yeah, I know. So I need to engage him.
Yeah, if anybody.
And you keep all the guests.
Yeah, but then we lose Old Bane.
That's true.
So let me try to convince one of these lads to be on our side.
Okay. Take care, Blanky Cat.
I'm going to
I think it's once per turn.
parlay with Thomas.
Okay.
We're going to go brain, so I'm at a 4. And I'm going to add 1 to it. So I'm a 5 to a 3. So minus 2 is...
I'm just seeing all your cards going into the discard pile before that scenario starts. Yeah. And it's really...
Got him. We'll see. No risk, no reward. But I got friends.
And this doesn't say the most guests, right? It just says...
Nearest location with a guest.
With a guest, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then action. I mean, I'm kind of cool just hanging. And I succeeded. I did not fully expect to succeed, honestly.
You can come over to my location. We can hang out together. Safely. Unless this guy gets shot to one of us, and then it's a disaster.
Yeah, I think I'll stay put. I can draw a card, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's just do a draw last click.
It's classic.
What could go wrong? All right, that's the end of my turn.
All right, end of your turn. Enemy phase begins. Bloodless Man goes to a nearest location with a guest. It's a tie between the 3, so we're going to send him to Claire. And then when the investigation phase ends, so that hasn't happened yet. If this guest is ready, deal a horror, and if the Pale Lantern, everything goes. So we always have our phase of stuff. At the end of us doing stuff, that's when we check to see if he's done the thing. So we could roll in, grab Claire, and roll out. But then he's going to move again. And
No guest left behind.
just watch out. Yeah.
All right, keep walking me through it because I know exactly what the phases we're doing right now, but I'll just let you, for the people at home, so they know the steps.
The refresh phase. Everything readies, and then we draw a card and gain a money.
Clearly that was next, yep.
Okay, good. And then we go to the Mythos phase at the start of the round, where we add 1 Doom to the agenda.
Doom on.
And then we each get a fun card.
Okay.
What did we used to call these?
Bad cards?
Bad cards. You see that I've switched it around.
I like your positive thinking.
Test X brain. X is the shroud value of my location. If I fail, lose an action and take a horror.
Monterey is not the smartest guy.
But
this is Bleeding Walls.
Okay.
You notice I do have +1 brain from St. Hubert's.
Totally normal.
Bleeding Walls in the ballroom.
So I'm currently at a 2.
Big brain. Big brain, Monterey.
2 to 3. That's fine, right? Action and
+1, man.
That's fine.
There's a +1 and a superstar in there. It's like
it's close.
It's just one little line away.
Okay. So we'll take that. We'll get a horror, and we'll lose an action.
Horror.
Don't forget. Horror.
I will definitely forget. That's on you, dog. All right.
That's what chat's for.
Mine. Entrap. Oh no.
Oh no, that's bad. See, we got flipped.
Test 3 foot if you fail, and the bloodless man is at your location. It's not. The bloodless man is at another location. He readies, moves 1 location at a time until he reaches your location and engages you. If he's not in play, etc., etc. So foot. I'm a 2 foot to a 3 test. Well, interesting.
But remember, it's the end of the investigator phase before all the bad stuff happens with the pale guy.
I need a +2. No, I need a +1. I got
that's
this.
easy. Yeah,
I got this.
You got that for sure. That's
never didn't have it. Oh, okay. So I failed. Bloodless man is at another location. He readies and moves until 1 location at a time until he reaches your location and engages you. So he's engaged.
That's right. That is what that means.
And then he says, aloof. But if he's engaged with me, I can hit him.
Yeah. I think game on now. Except he can't take damage because we're not on the second agenda yet.
Son of a gun.
Right? Isn't that what it said somewhere on the board?
So I need to dodge him. Yeah. This says Lantern Club enemy cannot be dealt damage. Lantern Club, and he's an enemy.
Okay. He's only a 2 foot. I mean, that's got to be easy mode, right? I mean, I can make that happen.
You can come over and juke him and then juke nuke him. Okay, great.
Yeah,
that would be helpful.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do something that's just terrible. Then I'm going to waste deduction.
What are you wasting a deduction on?
I got to get both of these clues and then get to you, and I've only got 2 actions. Oh, gain a money. Did you gain a money?
I did. Yeah.
I gained a money. Did I not? I think I did.
Oh. After an enemy becomes engaged with me, I gain a money. Free money. $3.99. I
Dude,
see.
we're having a hard time spending our cash, aren't we?
Not yet.
Okay, I think I know what I've got to do. First of 2 actions, I'm going to investigate.
Wait. You're coming to get rid of him, right?
Yeah. If it all goes according to plan. If it all goes according to plan,
Oh,
yes.
the phone!
I will.
Okay.
But it's got to all work. Okay? Everything will be fine as long as we don't do the I don't need to do the deduction. But as long as we don't do the tentacle here,
You just use your
we'll be fine.
fingerprints, right?
That's right. Okay. First of 2, fingerprint kit.
So this is all relying on not hitting the tentacle, is what you're saying?
Of course. This is Arkham, baby. I am currently at a 4 book. +1 for fingerprint is 5. +1 for Milan is 6. +1 for St. Hubert's Key is 7. I'm going to add quick thinking, which takes me to 8. +1 for William Bain is 9.
I see.
I'm going to exhaust William Bain, spend 2 resources as instructed by his card text, reveal the top card of the guest deck, put it into play at the lobby. Seems like that might matter.
Sarah Van Shaw. She's got some good boys. She's the warden of the lodge.
Okay, well, that seems good. I think we want that in here. So I'm currently a 9 to a 3. If I succeed by 2 or more, I'm going to take an immediate free action.
Oh my goodness, she's so good for me. It's a minus X. X is the number of guest assets at your location.
I currently have 2 guest assets, so that is going to succeed by 2 or more. I'm going to trigger a lot of things. After it's successful, I'm going to gain 1 money.
Mm-hmm.
After it's successful, I'm going to look at the top 3 cards. And I see either a segment of onyx or an enchanted blade. I do feel like it's going to be killing time quick whenever Faceless Man starts getting frisky.
Well, this next Doom takes us to the next.
That takes us to frisky.
I assume
Does it not?
Frisky Town's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Masked Revelers is advancing.
All right, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a free enchanted blade.
I like the style.
In place of my whip.
Who needs a whip anyway?
It's good while it lasted. And then after successful, I'm going to take a free action, courtesy of quick thinking, which is going to be to move to your location.
Beautiful.
Oh wait, our plan has failed. Because I think I have to. I can't overwrite the whip. So I'm going to do the onyx instead because I think I have to engage before I can evade. You remember that old rule?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the override the whip problem?
Ghost ride the whip. So I'm going to get segment of onyx instead of enchanted blade. I'm going to get the whip back because I can attack and then tap the whip to evade the enemy, the attacked enemy. So it was exactly what we needed the whole time.
Just like we drew it up on the board.
Yeah. Okay. And now we've got 1 of 3 segment of onyx for our queen pendant. Okay. And now for our second official action after our free action, we are going to attack the Bloodless Man. It is a 4. Do you have anything you could throw in that test for me? Because it would get +1 to each of my skills. That'd be really good. Any fists there? I know you love throwing into tests here.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, actually, hold on. It's using my 5 stat against his fist. So I don't have anything to commit there.
So I do have this Thomas fast action during a skill test. Your location exhaust him. Discard the top card of your deck. You may commit that card to a skill test available.
How many feet you got in there?
This is a foot test.
It is a foot test. Yeah, sadly.
I thought it was a fist test.
I did too for a second.
What happens if I add 1?
It would actually add 2.
And what does that do to your math?
That takes me on a 7 to 4. So I'm up 3.
Well, we'll do it.
Love it. All right, 3 up.
Now you're spending my cards.
He can't be damaged, but he can be attacked, right?
Yep.
Just make sure. All right, easy peasy. Here we go. Oh, good. Hard, dude.
-3.
All right, tap the whip,
money.
tap the man.
And does he unengage from me when that happens?
Yes.
Okay, great. And he has to be ready at that location for him to do his thing, right?
Yes, at the end of the investigator phase. So he's cool. He's taken care of.
Yeah.
We can even hang out there if we just want to mess with him. Because he's... Exactly. Because he's about to be killable.
Yeah. I'll remind you, by the way, that I have this dynamite blast
Okay.
in my plan. If we drew it up on the board, step through his dynamite. So we don't want to be in the room where it's going off, you know?
Yeah. I'm
Eventually.
familiar with dynamite in theory.
Okay. So he's aloof and he's at this location. There's no reason to run anywhere.
Unless he stands up and then there's a bad card that we draw that somehow tells him to mess with us.
And this is going to doom out, so
surely nothing bad will
naturally happen. But if he's going to, well, I'll tell you what.
I mean, what kind of a man are you?
Is he count as a guest?
Yep. Yeah. Right there in the byline.
Are any of these particularly notable for you?
Like very good?
I want to keep Archibald.
No. Well, ignoring opportunity attacks from Dolores could be good if I just need to scoop clues with an enemy on there.
Because I think just getting us each with 2 guests and then having us in separate rooms
That's a good hedge.
is like... Because if something goes wrong and one of the players' guests get turned over, we still have 2. Which means we can get together and advance this by just passing one over.
Right. Oh, I never grabbed these clues. That's an important part of
Yeah.
the
So
journey.
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pass you my friend Dolores.
Thanks.
I'm gonna play a Hallowed Mirror.
I love that card.
After interplay, search my bonded cards for 3 copies of Soothing Melody.
For a second, I thought you probably did not have those bonded cards, and it was about to send you into a spiral of...
I was ready. Add 1 to my hand, shuffle the other 2 into my deck. When Hallowed Mirror leaves play, find each of these copies, even if they are out of play, and remove them from the game. So I'm going to put 1 in my hand, I'm going to shuffle 2 into my deck.
You know, there was an old debate that after you removed the Soothing Melodies from the game, if you played the Hallowed Mirror again, you couldn't find them because they were removed from game. Hey, baby, it's a co-op game.
You know what's crazy? Let's just take a second.
Okay.
1.
You want to toss a flag?
You know what? I do. I think it's Tulsa flag time.
Tulsa flag.
Here's a quick word from our sponsor.
Who else wants one? John, you're not a drinker, right? Jonathan, you're not a drinker.
Nope.
God, you guys are so square.
It's a IPA or a lager.
It's a local beer.
Local beer.
Hey, real quick, you have the John cam up? Jonathan cam up? This is now the Jonathan cam.
Yes,
waiting for us, Jonathan.
We have John.
Yeah, John, lean in. This is one of our
Hello.
there's John. One of our most recent hires. He's a new video editor here. If you've seen some of our YouTube shorts,
That's right.
exploring some different content formats, and he's the hands behind that, or the brain.
Hands and brain.
Heart.
The brain has to use the hands.
Yeah,
The one uses the other.
yeah. If you see the shorts and you like them, smash the like button.
Smash it.
That helps us know
Smash
what's
the
going
like button.
on.
Get your friends to smash the like button.
Yeah, I'm talking about the shorts. If you
If you tell 2 friends and they tell 2 friends.
So yeah, I think that's smart. Very smart. The thing I was gonna say is that there's changes afoot here, Old Covenant.
Every week, though, did we not? You said that for like 3
Well,
years.
It's Gaming Reborn. There's never not changes. We need to just embrace that.
Yeah, there's constant change.
Constant
The only
change.
change.
The only change is constant.
Yeah. Anyways, all that to say, the thing that's crazy to me is we've been streaming. We streamed 5 days for like 2 years, then we streamed 4 days for effectively a year, and we started streaming 1 day for most of the year, and that was Monday. And we actually started streaming on Mondays back in 2019. That was Marvel Mondays.
That's right.
OG.
It's just unbelievably dangerous. For you in particular.
Yeah, he's just sliding things out of the way. So we've been streaming on Mondays routinely since like 2019.
Yeah.
5 years. The thing I was just thinking is, not only did we switch days, it's Wednesday. We started at noon. I looked up at the ceiling and saw the light coming through, and it was just like, I didn't know what day it was, actually, for a second.
You've been in there heads down doing your Arkham deck building.
Just Arkham craziness and like one thing to another.
Children.
Yeah, no sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's crazy. Hey. 5 years.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To 5 years of doing this somehow.
Somehow.
Yeah, there really is nothing like being on that newborn time schedule and playing Arkham.
I'm telling you. And last night was weird. Last night, sleep-wise, went weird. I sent you guys that screenshot on the chat.
Yeah.
It was just like, you're at 1:30 in the morning or something. You're at 4 in the morning, and I'm taking the screenshot at 6 or 5:30 in the morning. It's like, this is amazing that this even is functioning at all. Anyways, okay, so I played the mirror. I passed the thing. I have 1 action left. I'm going to move back to the art gallery.
Love it.
Just to hedge our bets. Yeah.
Okay, so then enemy phase. There's no enemies that are not exhausted. So then we ready everything.
Actually, hold on. I'm going to move instead to the lobby. This Sarah Van Shaw is awesome.
Yeah.
So it's an action. If we get her, spend 2 resources, exhaust her, fight, add your brain. So that'd be an 8 for me.
And +1.
And it's +1 damage.
For each resource?
Yeah, so you spend 2. So it could be 3 damage.
Oh my
on
gosh.
an 8 test for me.
Dude, is this even worth playing?
You want to just call it? Wait, just not even.
This is where we need to actually be capable of calling Zoran on the phone and putting it on speaker, and then being like, "We are crushing your scenario."
He could be watching live.
He's not
let's
watching.
see.
You think Zoran's watching?
I'll let you.
No, it's your number. You can't be me talking to
It
him.
definitely can.
He's definitely not watching.
I don't know, man.
Or if he is, maybe he is watching and he's like, I'm not getting that phone call.
I'm not getting involved in whatever they're dealing with.
I'm sorry.
Jeremy,
call
you're
you
watching.
back. He might call you back.
Yeah, you might.
Tell him
If he
Midwinter,
does, I'll be
Midwinter
ready.
Gala is easy. We're already on.
I'll let you tell him. I'll be like, hey, Jeremy, I have Steven's here. He wants to talk to you.
Agenda 1A has been an absolute cakewalk.
Yeah. So the very beginning of the scenario, what could go wrong?
Okay, everything ready's. All my stuff that did things ready's, and then your stuff is normal. Fine.
I was really hoping he'd answer.
And then we go to the good stuff happens to us phase, where we draw a card, gain a money.
Clearly.
Or a resource, excuse me.
Is it frigid in here to you?
It's cold.
I cranked it down, but you want me to crank it back
Yeah,
up?
something happened.
You gotta get up to get down?
I don't know. It kind of feels like the scenario is
My only regret is not bringing
your
Some
card.
again.
some thing
I'll
to
turn
where
it up. I'll turn it up slightly.
I don't want to be, sweaty, but it is cold.
There's an eerie chill
I-
in the scenario, though.
I think the cold beer took it over, where I'm like actively cold now. Before it was just a little cool.
Why don't you just have like a sweater in your office?
I usually do.
But
It's been really hot in summer,
oh,
and we moved, and I haven't. Like,
you need to just buy an extra one and just keep it in the.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was easy. Your work cardigan.
Actually, you know what? Nah,
You're
I don't know. Sweatshirt is like too cozy.
It's a little too cozy.
I do have a sweatshirt in there.
Oh, that's okay.
It's also branded
What
from
brand?
our sponsor. Yeah, you ready?
Nalgene? You have a Nalgene
No.
branded sweater?
It's even better. Hold on. Do you like it cold in here?
I think you can leave it cold if you're putting a sweatshirt on.
Hey, John. You can leave it cold.
Madness. This is absolute madness.
So we're good.
72? That is cold for summer. Artificial cold. I wonder if Jordan's going to call back. Hey, what do y'all think about this Monty build so far? I think it's absolutely incredible. What do you think, Dysphoria? I saw you having thoughts about it. Adrian Navarro, you out there in the chat? We can talk while Zach's gone if you want. What's going on in Earthborn news? What's the latest from the team? Any new products or projects you want to announce? It's all available. All available. John, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right. Good.
I do agree it's slightly chilly in here though, but I also agree with Chat that it's very appropriate for the scenario.
Yeah, it feels like the eerie cold is a part of the scene.
You shouldn't be totally physically comfortable while playing Arkham.
Yeah, I think so.
You know,
Oh wow, nice.
And you're an RPG guy, so this is your first time seeing Arkham.
this is my first exposure to Arkham, but not my first go around with HBO Craft.
Okay.
Quick word from our sponsor.
Wow, look at this guy.
Bullbox.
How did you?
But really though, we haven't streamed Arkham in a while, and if you haven't checked out Bulkbox, you should. They're on our website. It's a superior. Can you see at the background of your shot, Jonathan?
What?
The bulk boxes.
No, you can't. Well, hold on.
So-
Yeah, you can see one back there.
Yeah, but this is how they like
Yeah,
they
on the
fit.
lamp,
That
thing.
won't work.
Great for storing collections. If you don't have an Arkham of the Covenant, of course.
Yeah, of
They
course.
fit in that Kallax.
It's kind of funny if you don't know what that is. It's like, are you the bulk box? You know what I mean?
All I know is they're paying me to be here.
I'm gonna see.
Just
We're gonna see
kidding.
that spike
They're
in
not.
sales. right? Like this.
Yeah, we checked the website and it's like millions of units.
Zach's influence is just unmitigable.
He's an influencer.
Yeah.
Have you drawn a card and gained money and all that?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Now we need to add that and advance the agenda.
Okay, Doom. Doom on. Agenda 1B.
Mm-hmm.
Who let the gugs out?
Oh no.
A crash resounds from somewhere deeper in the manor, followed by a scream. Declan Pierce emerges to calm the crowd in the ballroom, but you can't help but notice the masked attendants have positioned themselves in front of each of the manor's many exits.
Mm-hmm.
Shuffle each set-aside monster enemy, both copies of the vicious ambush treachery, and the
everything's fine.
and the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck.
Okay.
So here's this.
So now it's that plus monsters plus treacheries. Vicious something treacheries.
Okay.
Everything's fine. Oh,
I think it's
nailed
in
it.
here.
But the jewel remains out.
So vicious, all the monsters.
Those guys are
And
safe.
was it Declan Pierce?
Yes, Declan. You're right. Yeah, Declan as well.
Monster, vicious. That doesn't say
No, Declan. Really? Okay, I'm surprised. Oh, David blaming me.
Wait.
Shuffle each set-aside monster, both copies of the vicious ambush treachery, and the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck.
If you told me you were a street magic guy right now, I would absolutely believe you.
Well, you wear the long sleeves in black, so they can't track your motion
Yeah.
nearly as well. Yeah.
Block box is like your brand.
Zach Blaine.
Zachary Blaine. I don't know. It really makes me feel a lot of weird things. I don't know how to feel about you in that sweatshirt.
It's way more form-fitting than anything Zach has
It's
ever
like
worn in
weirdly
his life.
performance grade.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like a normal, like a sweatshirt, but it's like a.
It looks like he's protecting the house.
It's athleisure.
Yeah.
He looks like he could like do a bench press right now.
Jumping jacks at least.
Hey, I have been playing basketball. Clearly.
Well, that settles it. Okay. What else happened? Then what's
The stream went right off the rails. Oh.
it's Arkham, man.
Agenda 2A, unexpected guests. Commotion stirs deeper within the manor as various guests ask the attendants to be let out. Other guests shuffle through the manor with dead eyes and blank stares. Parlay abilities on each Lantern Club enemy cannot be triggered.
Hey, that's good. You got all the things.
Doom cannot be removed from this agenda.
Okay.
It's got a 6, so
fine.
once it gets 6 Doom. Forced when a single-sided guest asset would leave play, it becomes spellbound instead.
Okay.
So we can't parlay.
So we got what we got.
I think so. And now we're at 2A with no Doom. And this says if each undefeated investigator controls a guest asset and the current agenda is 2A or 3A, they can spend the requisite amount of clues as a group to advance of 6.
And that's an action. We have to take that during the investigator phase. Is that
No.
arrow?
It just says objective.
Okay. And it says we may.
They may spend the requisite amount of clues as a group to advance.
I don't know if we have to do that before the bad cards or if we can do it after the bad cards or if we want to decide when we do it.
I assume we'll wait for our turn.
Okay. Right?
I think.
We can.
I
we can
don't know, man.
We can do it anytime we want.
All right. So bad cards is what's left.
Yeah, let's do the bad
And
cards.
technically, that's the first half of the turn.
Yeah, so we're in the Mythos phase, the first phase right now. We just did the Doom. We added, we advanced, and now we do bad cards, and then we'll spin the clues and go. That'll be easy.
Okay.
Secret door. Attached to the location with the most investigators and without a secret door attached. Investigators cannot leave this location. Test 3 brain to search for the passage or 3 book to discern the way out. Yeah, I'll take that. 3
great.
book is like easy mode. Because I have St. Hubert's key because the build is working perfectly.
Do you share the appeal of a bookcase that actually goes into something?
Absolutely. You want to do it in 3.0? See, the upside of that is everything that we're imagining. The downside is having a secret room where people might be that we cannot monitor.
Yeah. Unless we're the only ones that can use the secret room.
I like that. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or there's a certain like tier.
Technically the secret room could also have like audio and camera stuff going on from like a streaming, like if we were going to do commentary in it.
Yeah.
Or like if finals was going to happen, you could technically put like one thing in there and it's like a private room and I don't know.
That would be cool.
Anyways, interrogate Test 2 brain.
Hey, that's a good one. That's a fun one.
2 difficulty if plus 2 difficulty if a rival enemy is in play. So no rival yet. Okay. So we're testing a 2. We'll just take it.
Yeah, it seems not a problem. Boom.
Succeeded.
Just like that, dude.
Never didn't have it.
Like that. You got to get your gains in.
Pass my card. Okay.
Should we do it now? Should we advance?
How do you feel about being in the room with the bloodless man when we do this?
I feel like every time we try to get clever,
Okay.
it goes bad. But I also feel like I want to get these 2 clues and get a trigger and then leave.
You can't leave because of the secret door.
Well, hit the secret door. Get the 2 clues first action. Get the secret door second action. Move third action. Trigger the thing.
So you want to be out of actions when we trigger the thing.
Yeah. But away from the man. Or I could exhaust the man. But I feel like that next thing might say stand the man up.
Mm-hmm.
Stand by your man. We need a hot strategy session here.
I would guess that to get rid of the secret door, is that a move action or is that just a test?
Standard test.
So if you take the test to get rid of it, because if things get weird and difficult, you don't want to also then have to deal with the secret door.
Right. So first action, door, cash in.
That's what I would do, but you know,
you've never been.
You're a man of Boot Town. I believe in you. And listen, it's not the beer. I've had like 1 ounce.
I know. Yeah, I know. It's the Bulk Box shirt.
It's like the segue into the board game bros.
Yeah, we're slowly creeping in there.
It's like tighter clothes, beer,
the backwards hats coming in.
Like, can we get some dumbbells so I can just be sitting here?
I'm just gonna do a few reps while you're
while we're waiting. I'm just gonna get the gains going, bro.
Okay, first action, secret door. I have a 4 stat. Plus 1 is 5. Plus 1 is 6. 6 to 3 on the door.
Seems flawless to me.
Doable. Oh wait, is this a humanoid enemy? It's a humanoid enemy right there. So I'm actually plus 1 to my book stat because of Dolores Gadling. And I ignore attacks of opportunities. Well, wait, he's elite, so I won't ignore that. -1. Okay, secret door is gone. Again, Zwern. A card is a waste of
I gotta keep my phone out in case he
the card is a waste of
decides to return my call. If he doesn't return it by the end of the stream, I'll know what kind of level we're on.
It really tells me a lot that he didn't answer. Second thing we're gonna do, let's cash it in and see what happens. I got 6 clues coming at you.
All right.
They just go to the pot.
Yep. Contacts acquired, Act 1B. You and your contact meet with several guests who each confirm that the jewel was taken by Declan Pierce from the display case in the ballroom. Furthermore, strange sounds have begun to emanate from the 2nd floor of the manor.
And they said something about Gugs?
Who let the Gugs out? That was the title of the last agenda.
Do you know what a Gug is in relation to not Hemingway, the other guy? Lovecraft.
Was it the weird flying thing with lots of teeth?
I think that's a Bayaki.
That's what I was picturing.
Yeah. Do you know what, John? Do you know what the Gugs are?
They're not good.
They're not good.
The Gugs are actually one of the designs on the Dream board.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, there it is. He's got
this
John's
board?
got you one. Yeah. They've got arms that split into 2 arms.
Oh, I see.
So they're kind of like a Venus flytrap
No,
flesh
in
monster.
the damage. It's heavily abstracted.
Yeah, okay. In case you have this that I presume... What boards do we have right now?
For sale?
Mm-hmm. Not marketed anymore. It doesn't matter. Get out of here. All right. Contacts acquired. Choose one of the set-aside 2nd floor locations at random and put it into play directly above the lobby.
We're going to need more room.
There you go. Which one do you want?
This one.
Just above the lobby. So you can go right here. We'll slide these guys down.
I'll slide myself down here. I don't need to see these relic hunters.
For the rest of the game, the location is connected to the lobby and vice versa. Put the other 2 set-aside locations into play in a row to the right of the previously placed 2nd floor location.
So we see how this one's going. So like they go like this?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
One here, one here, one here?
Yep.
Okay, so this is the rando.
Yep.
And then there and there.
Okay.
Okay.
Put the set aside rival story card into play next to the agenda. So that is the orange one, right? Next to the agenda. Set the roster next to the rival side face up. So rival, and follow its setup text. Rival. The eggheads at Miskatonic University seem to think this jewel belongs in their museum. Perhaps you can help them see reason. Setup. Shuffle the set aside confusion treachery into the encounter deck.
Okay, coming at you. It's probably in our rival stuff. Treachery. What? Confusion treachery? Where?
I'm confused.
No.
I'm just gonna look through here and see.
What's a confusion
I got
treachery?
you up there on the.
Where did that come from?
Let's just make sure it's not already shuffled in. It is not.
Now we're Arkhaming.
Oh, here it is.
There we
It
go.
was with the leader.
Okay, got it.
So, add it and Caldwell Phillips to the. Wait. I picked up the wrong one. Put the set like Caldwell Phillips card into play
Okay.
at the lead investigator's location, enemy side face up. So
That's me. Enemy side, aloof. Okay. Everything's fine so far.
Action: if Caldwell Phillips is at your location, parlay. Test book 3.
Lovely.
If you succeed, place one of your clues on this story card.
Okay.
Forced: when there are 1 + 1 for each investigator clues, so 3, on this story card. It's quick math there. That's a hard sentence to follow.
Well done, Mr. Bugs.
Add it and Caldwell Phillips to the victory display. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for the confusion, or for confusion, and remove it from the game. Show up the encounter deck. So we need to get 3 clues on him.
Mm-hmm.
You can take a 3-book test. If you succeed, you can place one of your clues on this story card.
Okay.
Oh, we need 3 clues on this.
I need to get 3 clues. I need to test 3 times to get 3 clues on the story card.
That's right.
And I need you to deal with the bloodless man.
He's aloof, though.
Right. But you can still come in and engage him.
Then it says, read Interlude, the Fabled Jewel. You have the book? Do I have the book?
I got the book. How does anybody do this in a normal place?
Slow and lots of table.
But like this table is massive and it's not big enough.
I don't know.
They don't. I guess they just don't. Interlude, the fabled jewel. Read the following when directed during the scenario. Your contact has further instructions for how to acquire the jewel. Put the set-aside faction story card you allied with into play next to the act deck. Allied side face up.
Okay.
This one. Allied next to the act deck.
Okay.
Where's the act deck?
The
Okay,
act.
it's going to go here.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to go to
So I'm
its
going to
final
put them
home.
here.
Okay. And we allied with the birds, locals of Kingsport. Put the set-aside Declan Pierce enemy into play at the Lantern Chamber. And attach the set-aside jewel asset to him. Ignoring its revelation effect. Okay. Place 2 damage and 1 doom on that asset.
On the jewel?
Mm-hmm.
2 damage and a doom.
Reveal the top card of the guest deck and put it into play at the lobby.
Nova Malone.
Then advance to Act 2A. We did it.
Okay. Before we do that, we have this allied side, locals of Kingsport, being revealed.
Okay, let's reveal it.
Allied Bane has hinted at the dangerous power of the jewel. Perhaps if you can wrest control of it from Declan Pierce, this nightmare will end. Forced, when Declan Pierce is defeated, attach the Jewel of Sarnath to his location. Action: if the Jewel of Sarnath is attached to your location, you can attempt to purge the corruption from the jewel. Test Strength or Speed 3. If you succeed, remove a token from it. You may take control of it. Objective: at the end of the round, if the investigator controls the Jewel of Sarnath and it has no tokens on it, they may spend 3 clues per investigator as a group to advance the act. And then it has end of game scoring 4 points, minus 1 point for each card in the guest deck, to a minimum of 0 points.
Okay, so all the guests need to be out.
So there's 4 in the right now we would be getting 0 points.
I thought we got enough out. Isn't it -4? But the guests that are out is the positive number.
Just has 4. You have 4 points minus 1 point for each guest in the deck. Yeah. So then let's just review Act 2 and then recap what the heck we're doing.
Okay. Yes. Got it.
Finding the jewel. You must help your contact and their associates no matter the cost. Guest assets do not take up ally slots.
Okay.
Action, choose a guest asset and a skill icon on it at your location. Parlay, test a skill 3. If you succeed, take control. Objective, complete the objective on your faction story card and try to accomplish as many tasks as you can. See page 24 of the rulebook for a list of tasks.
1 point for each revealed manor location with no clues. 1 point for each guest asset controlled by the investigators. 4 points if no spellbound cards are in play. 5 points if agenda 1A or 2A is in play. 1A? How could that even be possible?
It's a tease.
It's not possible,
I think
right?
Jeremy's messing with us.
4 points of the Bloodless Man is in the victory display. 3 points of the Pale Lantern is in the victory display. 3 points of Declan Pierce is in the victory display. 4 points of a rival story card is in the victory display. 3 points if no investigator has been defeated and there is 4 or less damage on the investigators as a group. 3 points if no investigator has been defeated and there is 4 or less horror on the investigators as a group. 3 points if you're playing on hard difficulty. 6 if you're playing on expert. The end of game points in your faction story card is
4.
4.
Minus 1 for him.
Okay.
Okay. So real quick, let's just walk this back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Our objective on our allied card is, at the end of the round, if the investigators control the Jewel of Sarnath and it has 0 tokens on it, we can spend 6 clues and advance the act, which is how we get the thing. So we need to control this and remove all 3 tokens.
Right.
And we gain control of this by
Killing Declan. First.
Where is that?
Well, he's holding it right now. So we got to kill him, and then he'll put it on this on the chamber.
And where does that text live?
It lived somewhere. You read it earlier. Absolutely read it.
So parlay abilities cannot be triggered.
Here we go. Locals of Kingsport.
Oh, action. The Jewel of Sarnath is attached to your location. You can attempt to purge. When he's defeated, it attaches. If it's attached to the location you're at, you can attempt to purge. And if you succeed, you can take control of it as well. So we have to get rid of Declan. Succeed at taking a token off to take control. Succeed 2 more times to clear it. Have 6 clues. And then we can go.
Yeah.
In the meantime, there's a bunch of stuff we could do that would earn us more points.
And I still need 3 clues, and I need to drop them on Caldwell Phillips to get him out of here. I think that clears our rival card, if I'm not mistaken.
So you can take the action if he's at your location, test 3 book. If succeed, place 1 of your clues on him. And then force when there are 3 clues on this card, add it and Caldwell to the victory display, search the encounter deck and discover out for confusion, remove it from the game of shuffle. Yeah.
Okay, and everybody's just aloof. They're just wandering around. These guys are nothing. They're amateurs. Okay, so Steven's plan, if you choose to accept it.
And is this? And there's a whole upstairs business that we don't even know what's going on.
Yeah. And then we got to go there from the lobby, right? Do they have the heart on it? No. How do we get upstairs?
These are connected, they said.
They did say
Just
that.
straight up.
Why didn't they put it on the card?
I don't know.
Jeremy.
I'm sure I'm just going to not look, but I'm going to look. So I think it is connected.
Are we sure?
No, it's not on there.
No,
It's
it
just
doesn't
connected.
do it. It doesn't do it. Is it? Well, let's just ask ourselves. Is it the lantern chamber? Is it connected to that?
No, definitely.
No, it's not.
Now, is there a star somewhere to get to the lantern chamber?
Yeah, in the lobby.
There it is. That's how we get down here.
I think that's,
that's
your
where
next
I'm at,
move.
yeah.
That's where you're going.
And then I just ace this guy.
Yes.
He has +2 health per investigator.
4.
So
Quick
he's
math
at
there.
6 total.
Should be easy.
While he's engaged with you, you get 1 fewer action during your turn. At the end of the enemy phase, if he's ready, heal a damage from each enemy in play. So 6.
Should be no problem, right, for a good Arkham deck. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
Are you? Are you just saying?
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I have 2 actions left. First action, I'm going to get Fingerprint Kit. Scoop this. Second action, I think I'm going to move.
Okay.
because that will get these guys, and then they will come to me. Or we can send the bloodless man somewhere else. Nearest location with a guess. We can send over here. But this guy will hunt, so he'll hunt towards me. And then that's fine. And then next turn, I'll grab clues, and then I'll start dropping onto Phillips.
And I've got to do 6 damage. Okay. We determined.
Second of 2 actions.
You notice that I don't have any weapons. Did anyone see that?
I did. You know what? I did notice that. Yeah.
If this is unrevealed, can I throw dynamite in there?
What's it say?
Choose either your location or connecting location. Deal 3 damage to each enemy and to each investigator at the chosen location.
I believe, you can throw it in there. You don't need to know what it looks like on the inside to blow it up.
Easy. I'll kill him. Not even going to be a 10. It's just crazy.
That's pretty cool that you're going to get to dynamite Declan Pierce.
Oh, yeah.
like the party's going to keep going somehow.
Yeah. It's just a little dynamite.
That band's pretty loud.
Just a peach.
All right, Gugs.
I mean, the walls are bleeding, so people already have a pretty high threshold of distraction.
That's true. Second action, we're going to investigate the ballroom. The numbers here are insane, so I will calculate if needed.
That's like the Warlord dice roll thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll do the math if I roll a low number.
I might need to do the math on the -4. So I have 4 book, 5 book, 6 book, 7 book, 8 book, 9 book. -4 is 5 to a 2. So I win by 3.
That wasn't even close.
I know. I get 2. I'm
This is Joker over here.
Yeah, just kind of absurd. Gain 2 clues. Trigger Milan Christopher. Gain a money. Excuse me while I work this deck. That's great.
Also, I know your plan was to go here.
Yeah.
But it's worth saying, if you go there, you can do the action to load it up. And do
That's
the
true.
thing again, but, you do you.
And it's what? Group limit once per round? Okay. So I could hit it, grab it, hit it, grab it, but these are already hit.
You're good.
Miss. Miss.
Well, you could have drawn the weakness.
I know, yeah, it kind of saved me a little bit. And then last action. Wait. What's this parlay? You persuade 2 of the guests to have a dance. Exhaust 2 guests. Okay. That's not these guys.
Neither of them are guests.
And they don't heal. Okay. So last action, I'm going to move here away from these guys that are scary. And then I'll pass the turn to you.
Okay. Well, Leroy Jenkins. All right, Zoe is going to play Dynamite Blast for 5. I'll choose this location, and we'll do 3 damage to every enemy there.
That's awesome. That's like really... It's really good. Like, that is exactly...
It's how I drew it up on the board.
The scenario was built for that exact moment. That never happens.
I'm quite pleased with it, yeah?
Never happens.
Then I'm going to move to the Lantern Chamber. You feel an icy chill when you put your hand on the knob to the Silent Sanctum. Lantern Chamber, 5 Shroud, 4 clues.
You take 1 horror to enter.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, it's a brain test on there. That's good to see.
During your turn, name a card. Draw the top card of the encounter deck. If it is the named card, cancel its effect and discard it. Discover a clue at this location once per turn. That's insane.
What does it do?
You fast action, name a card. Then draw the top card of the encounter deck. If it's the named card, cancel its effect and discard it. Discover 1 clue.
Whoa.
Limit once per turn. So if you had something that could peek at the top card of the deck, that'd be like crazy powerful. Action, if this location has no clues on it, test for brain. If you succeed, flip over any spellbound cards.
Okay, good. All of them.
Any
and all.
I assume
Okay.
it's not a card.
Impressive. What's
Right.
up, Ian Schaefer?
Hey!
One of the best. One of the best there is on this planet Earth.
Okay.
One action remains.
And I'm here. Okay. 1 action remains. Cool. We're going to play Spectral Razor. Add my brain stat to my skill value for this attack. Immediately before this attack, you may engage the attacked enemy. Is he aloof? He just comes to me when I enter here, right?
Engage. You should get a money.
Bingo.
Courtesy of Zoe.
Bingo bongo. Okay. This attack does +1 damage, +2 if it's non-elite. He is elite, so it'll be 2 damage.
Pay 2 for that?
Yeah. I was at
You
7.
got tons of money.
I know. I'm just flush.
After dynamite, you paid 7 total this turn.
Oh
You
no,
saw-
I didn't pay for the dynamite.
Okay.
No, I did. Because I had 7, and I spent 5. I should have been down to 2, up to 3 when I gained the money.
And then you
And I
paid 2
paid
for
2.
this.
Yeah, I should be done. I knew I had the money to do it.
I'm just here as the ref, dude. I'm just trying to give Jeremy a chance.
So I'm currently at an 8, and his fight stat is a 2.
It's like absolute easy mode.
So minus X, current agenda number minus 2. So he's gonna take 2 damage.
Isn't it 3?
That's only if he's not elite.
Oh.
But that's okay. I'm gonna fast action, discard the beat cop, and do a damage here.
Oh my gosh.
So then he's defeated,
Dude,
goes in the victory display,
is this even a game?
and then this attaches to this, right?
Yeah, it attaches to that location.
And that's the end of my turn.
I have bad news.
What's the news?
When Declan Pierce is engaged with you, you get 1 fewer action during your turn.
Oh, I thought it was the start of the
Turn.
turn.
It's the moment you engage.
So then I would just end my turn.
Yeah. You know, what do you think?
Thinking about my life.
So you can dynamite first action. Second action,
I presume I would dynamite and wait.
and then he heals 1 at the end of the phase.
Yeah, so really I just can't spectral.
And then he comes to you.
And I may as well save the beat
And
cop.
beat cop is still fine. So you don't go in probably. You think not?
I mean, I'm only gonna have 2 actions when I engage with him anyway.
Or when he engages you next to, because he's going to come to you, Hunter.
But then I'll still just have 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Because he'll engage and hit me, right?
Mm-hmm. So he takes 3. But then you could also get Sarah Van Shaw.
Oh, hey, check out Jeff's comment.
Spectral Razor engages and gets at the same time, but it would engage the moment that he rolls in, because he's not aloof. There's nothing in the thing that says he's aloof, right? No. So the moment you walk in there,
That's the part that messed me up.
it's aloof. Yeah.
In my
Yeah,
mind,
that's-
it was like, you gain 3.
It was. I mean, yeah. It was a beautiful moment.
Check that thumb, make sure Jeremy's not calling.
So I think dynamite is still the play.
Before he's on top of you, yeah. Do you try to parlay Sarah, and then swing in for 2
You can't parlay right now.
or 3? Oh, they said that somewhere, didn't they?
Yeah.
But I thought we got it back.
His parlay abilities on each lantern club. Enemy cannot be triggered. Is she an enemy? She's an ally.
She's not an enemy. Yeah, this one says we can.
But it still doesn't. If I toss the dynamite and I get her, the next turn I could spectral because he'd be at 2 life or 2 damage. So I could spectral and then use her to do enough damage to get him.
Mm-hmm. She can do 3 too, can she not?
Mm-hmm.
So you could use her and then discard Beat Cop.
So let's say a dynamite. Didn't get rid of the beat cop yet. Then we're going to parlay with her. And fist. So I'm at 4. 5 from the beat cop. 6 from a card. And then I need anything that's not greater than a -3. I'll go ahead and use this as well. During skill test, exhaust. Discard the top card and I committed what I want. There's my knife, but it's fist, so I'm at 7.
Nice.
I got the +1, so I succeed.
Nice.
So
The
Sarah
knife.
comes to me. And then
You got one more. Oh, and you would be at 2. That's right. Because we got the Zoe money in there. That won't happen till it'll happen in a
I'm
second.
just going to draw a card.
Yeah. Totally fine. Okay. Are you ready for the action?
I actually drew a treachery.
Oh my gosh.
I would have drawn it anyway. Revelation. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until an enemy is discarded. Attach Smite the Wicked to the enemy and spawn it at the location farthest from you. When the game ends, if you attach enemies in play, suffer a mental trauma. Joke's on you.
Yeah, we don't care. It's a one-shot.
Lantern Club member.
Is that Ghastly Revelation?
What's that mean? Smite the Wicked.
Smite the Wicked.
So,
Put it up there, I guess.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Done.
Mm-hmm.
Enemy phase. Enemy's enemy. Patrol nearest location with a guest. Send him to the art gallery. That is as near as any other location with a guest.
Yep.
Am I wrong? Caldwell Phillips will hunt to the closest person, which is me. And then Declan will engage you.
And I'll take 2 and gain a money?
You'll gain a money.
Because he hits me, right?
No.
That doesn't happen when he engages me?
Does it?
When he's hunting on their active turn?
I thought they swung and then they hunted. No, you're right. I think they do. They move and then they attack, don't they?
I think so.
I think so.
So I gain a money when he engages. And I haven't drawn or gained money for the turn.
And you gain 2, okay. And then we go to the good stuff for us. We draw a card, gain a money. Oh no, buried secrets. Okay, cool. Everything's going fine.
Dang. I just drew Zoe's Cross.
Oh no.
It would have just been a free damage.
No. Well, we're going to have to take care of the
And he
Bubba's
heals
thing,
1.
right? Yes, he does.
At the end of the enemy phase, but I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got buried secrets. If your location can be investigated, which it can, you cannot move except by scenario card effects. And I have to investigate. Instead of discovering clues, I got to get rid of the buried secrets.
That's a nice little weakness for you, actually.
Yeah, it is. It plays right into the character, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does.
All right, so we've done the good stuff for us. Now we do the bad stuff. 1 on the agenda, and then we each draw a bad card. I have an abhorrent moon beast. Well, this is getting nicely out of control. Hunter and retaliate. Damage dealt by this enemy must be assigned to guest assets you control if able. Sorry, Dolores. You will die if I do anything that is not dealing with this.
Okay.
Okay.
I got Bleeding Walls. Test 4 Brain. X is the shroud value of my location, so 2. So I'm ahead by 2. And if I fail, I lose an action and take a horror. Do I want to do that?
If you lose an action, you're still fine, aren't you? You have 1 action. You use
3 in the cop.
3 in the cop.
Yeah.
That's
So
pretty crazy.
I'm ahead by 2.
That's some real action compression, bro.
I did not fail.
No, that doesn't matter.
-1. Okay. We did it.
You should go first. I want to see how this goes.
Okay. So he's got... I'm going to go ahead and use this. And spend 2 resources. And it says, fight, add my brain, so I'm an 8. And it's going to be +2 damage because I spent 2. So good.
It's so good.
So I'm at 8 to the 2. Only one thing gets us.
We haven't even talked about it. There's no need to even mention it. Bring it into the room. Easy.
-X. X is the number of guest assets at your location. 1, 2, 3. So we're still fine. It's going to take 3 damage. Oh,
And
Leroy.
beat cop on the handcuffs.
And then beat cop's going. Put this guy in the victory display. We'll attach the jewel to this location. So I used her. I used the beat cop. Do I get my 3rd action back?
Mm-hmm.
So I have 2 actions left.
You do, yeah. You want to kill this?
You got rid of that secret door?
Yeah.
How much life does that thing have?
3.
Is it elite?
Nope.
Yeah. So I'll move your location. And then I'll spectral.
Ooh, yeah, and it
So then it
engages.
engages so I can't hurt you.
You gain a money.
Yeah, I gain $1. And then I'm testing an 8.
Oh my gosh. It's so perfect.
I got it. So then this goes away.
Dude.
And over to you.
Unbelievable.
Zoe kill things.
Unbelievable.
Thank you.
Okay, and I'm going to leave buried secrets here for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm going to go all in on this test. I don't know any other way. We're not going to draw the tentacle, right? That's the key?
You can't play scared.
Scared money loses, right?
Scared money don't make money.
All right, let's go fingerprint kit. We were going to add a deduction. That's going to give me 1 bajillion books. So let's just see if it works. You know,
we
honestly,
earned it.
As I was doing that, I knew that was going to happen. I really did.
It's okay though.
It's not terrible. It's just -4 clues. Yeah, which is that could be better, and then I could trigger the ability and get more.
Yeah, but it's fine. I think we're like.
Oh, you need to discard a non-weakness card from your hand. Sorry, didn't tell you that. I'm just saying. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, son of a gun.
Second action. Let's just investigate the old-fashioned way.
You're gonna succeed to this one.
Of course. There you go. I'm sure it's
-2, -4 instead. You're at a private location.
Is it private? It's not private.
I don't think the ballroom is private.
Gain a clue. Gain a buck there. And then last action.
Hold on, I'm just gonna layer.
Yeah, do a few pumps.
It's a bulk box, man. If it had cards in it, it really would be bulking.
Last action. Let's just do buried secrets. Get that out of here. It's gonna have to happen at some point.
I think we're just like crazy ahead.
Yeah,
my general sense. There's 5 more Doom to go on this agenda before we even go to the final boss.
Actually, I'm gonna take a normal. Boom, boom, boom.
But you have enough clues now to start doing the Caldwell thing.
I do, that's right. I'll start doing that. I'll do that next time. And then I end the turn and I've got to discard a card. I'll discard this one.
Okay.
And then we go.
And you did this?
I didn't do it. No, I went ahead.
And didn't that say you couldn't do that?
I can't move until I.
Oh, okay. You're cool.
Trash it, but
who needs to move?
Yeah, I'm just looking for secrets here. Enemies are going to do enemy things. We don't need to worry about Hunter here because Caldwell likes where he's at. The Bloodless Man is going to move to the location.
Wait, doesn't he do something to the guest there?
This guy?
Oh, what's the second ability?
Yeah, when the investigation phase ends, if this enemy is ready, deal 1 horror to each investigator and guest asset at this location. So that's going to kill Horatio.
But then he flips over.
He flips. And then does he just sit here?
Yeah, he's in whatever state that is.
He's spellbound.
Yeah.
Oh, Raymond Loggins, too, is going to become spellbound. Wow. Bummer. Okay. You win. Fine.
So then does he move?
Yeah, and then he moves. He moves first, actually. This is the investigation phase. And so now he moves during the enemy phase. Nearest guest, put him in the lobby. That's as close as anyone, any of them.
I think, well, we could put him with us as well. This is where we need to get this thing.
Mm-hmm. You want to put him with us? Do we start working him?
Well, my question, you can't get out of this room.
I mean, it's going to be 1 test away from getting out of the room.
Because I feel like if we move him to where we're at and then get away.
I got to dump 3 here is my only thing. Now, he'll come to us.
Yeah. Like he can hunt to you and then we can have him go to me next time or something. I don't know. This is where my turn would be coming here to pick this thing up.
Can we do 6 damage to this guy?
He flips when he's defeated, right?
Is that true?
When this enemy is defeated, instead flip him, exhaust him, and heal all but 6 damage from him.
Too proud to kill him twice.
I don't have any weapons or cards that do extra damage.
Okay,
I can do 3 damage technically with this thing. But that's half.
I could do 2 with the bullwhip. I didn't feel like we're in a good spot.
And then he's
for
not gone. He's just annoyed. But you're the lead investigator.
Yeah, what do you...
It's tough to say.
The investigation is the enemy is ready to get 1 horror and guess I said if the pale lantern. Okay, so I can't be here. I really want to just take 3 actions to get rid of Caldwell Phillips. That's
well, I mean, so what we could do is have him move here, and then she's going to be flipped over next turn. Then the next turn, have him come here. And I guess what am I going to do in the meantime?
That's a great question, isn't it? Yeah.
I think that's fine-ish.
You want to build? Take a moment to actually build?
Play this.
Find a knife?
I would like to draw to find a weapon.
Okay, let's do that.
And he doesn't pick it up, right?
No. Surely not.
Okay.
Right? Surely not. It doesn't say that. Okay, so enemy phase is done. Now we go to the good stuff. We unexhaust everything, including your ally over there. Draw, gain a money. Okay, and then we go 1 doom on the agenda.
Is the Caldwell guy there an enemy?
Yes. Elite enemy.
Oh, beautiful.
Mind extraction. Test X brain. X is 1 plus the current agenda number.
2.
1 plus 2 is 3. If you fail, take 2 horror. Then if Bloodless Man is in play and an investigator controls the pale lantern, flip it over and attach it to the Bloodless Man. So that will not be true. So this is just a 2 horror test, which nobody really cares about. So we're just going to take it. I've got 1 plus 1 for my St. Hubert's.
2 to 2.
2 to 2. Or 2 to 3. It's 1 plus 2. What's that say?
Minus X, current agenda. Minus 2. You fail.
I fail. Let's just put it on Bane. One on Dolores, too.
The horror.
The horror.
Mine?
And then it's yours, yeah.
All right. Vicious Ambush. Revelation of no monster enemies are in play. They gain Surge.
Okay.
I don't
Easy
think he's
enough.
any in play, right?
No monsters.
Unless
Pale
you-
Man's not a monster, then. Or Bloodless Man.
Not yet. Violent Commands. Revelation put violent commands into play in your threat area. Action, deal 2 damage to an investigator at your location and discard it. Force at the end of your turn, test 3 brain. If you fail, take a horror.
Easy peasy.
Okay, so
Hey, Chris. Yes, it is New Arkham.
I have seek scene of the crime.
What is that?
I can just get those 2 clues if it matters.
Okay, cool. So I'm not going to touch the clues. I'm going to do 3 parlay tests to put clues on this story card. And then that's going to get rid of Caldwell Phillips. As long as we don't draw the unnameable card or token.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
So first, we're going to take a parlay test against the story card.
It's not a tentacle. It's a superstar.
It's a superstar, baby. So I've got 1 relic or charm, which means I'm going to get 1 money. And then I'm going to pass the test and put 1 clue on Miskatonic University. Second action. Same as the first. Here we go. Should be fine.
Minus 2, unless you're at a private location.
I'm not private. Here we go. And the final action. And just to refresh ourselves, 1, 2, 6, 7, 7, 2, 3.
This is for each guest.
Enemy guest. Each humanoid enemy,
Gotcha.
which is just this guy. So 7, and the parlay ability is a 3. So the minus 4 is still good. And the hood is...
X is the number of guest assets at your location to a maximum of 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He got the minus 5.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Well, we do now.
I didn't even know it was possible, man. I blame myself.
You got most of the way there. You just next turn you have to do that first and then bail.
True story.
Okay, mine.
Yeah.
Scene of the crime.
And then I'll discard a non-weakness.
Then I will. It's actually something makes me discard, right?
Oh, let me check Monty. If it's when I investigate or is it when it happens? That would be sick if it was when it happens. Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna gain a money and then play Zoe's Cross, so that I don't have any cards
Right.
to
Oh,
lose.
hey, that's a good.
The card.
That's a smart card gamer kind of thing to do.
Yeah, it's almost cheating.
Okay. Let me see Monty's ability because it would be sick if I could trigger it off of you. And it says.
I'm gonna also use Thomas Olney's fast action. Name a trait and exhaust Thomas. Discard the top card of the encounter deck. If that card is the named trait, gain 2 resources. I'll say monster.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's good.
Why
Good.
not?
That's a good play.
At the end of my turn, I'll take a horror because. Oh, and I have all these friends.
You got friends, everywhere. And then, did you test that?
No.
Okay.
Oh, if you fail.
Yeah.
Oh, so, okay. I have a 4, so a -1 would get us there.
Do you want Do you want some pluses?
I don't think it's fine. Okay. -2, so I fail. So let's put 1 here.
Okay. Easy peasy. All right, then we go to the enemy phase. So we're both done. Caldwell Phillips does nothing because we're all happy with him.
We entered a turn there. Did you discard?
Yes, I did. Yeah. Bloodless Man, patrol nearest location with a guest. I don't think he moves.
This flips under, right?
Yes.
And then he would move.
Yes.
He keeps rolling.
This is the idea.
Yeah.
I see.
He's trying to put everyone to sleep.
Okay. Yes. Of course. Okay. Done there. Then everything readies. That needs to ready. I've got everything here. Everything ready's there. We draw a card. We gain a resource. And then we do 1 on the agenda. And we do 2 of the bad cards. And they're going to be just fine.
Surely. What could go wrong?
Oh, I had 2 relics. That's right. Whoever said that? Great. Just for you. Thank you. The build is beautiful. Okay, here we go. Entrap. 3 foot. Not scared about that. If I fail, if the Bloodless Man is at our location, a guest asset becomes spellbound. That's not terrible. If the Bloodless Man is at another location, he's not. Okay, so I'd be a 5 to a 3. I could get better, but no.
But no.
What's 1 guest at being spellbound? Because we could just trigger this and turn them all up. Is it any 1 spellbound card or any spellbound card? All spellbound cards?
It feels like
Doesn't matter.
It feels like it'd be a 1.
It does feel like that, but I don't know. If an aspiring designer writes the text in a way that...
I got a double violent command, so this is going to be a problem soon.
Okay. Got it. You can just deal 2 damage to me.
So deal 2 damage to an investigator. It has to go on the investigator.
That's me, though. You can do 2 to me.
I have 9 as
I'm
well.
unscathed.
But it's an action is the real problem.
Yeah, that is a problem.
So if you have a spare action, you could get rid of one of these, and that would be helpful.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do...
Get rid of this guy.
Get rid of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So first action, let me take that book test and try to parlay my way into the future here. Done. Okay, Caldwell, you were gone. Can you read that for me? Put him aside. Victory display.
Add it and Caldwell Phillips to the victory display.
That story card and Caldwell, and then get confusion out of the thing, I think.
Yeah, and remove it from the game.
Sweet. Easy peasy. Hey, that cleans things up really nicely. Okay. I want to kill this guy so bad. Just unbelievable how much I just want to do that. Second action, we're going to investigate buried secrets. If I succeed, instead of discovering clues, discard. So that's going to be 1, 2, 6, 7 for Dolores on a 3. So 4. We know that it would fail on the weird token, but we don't care. Got it. Successful investigation. Gain of money.
Paul, the quiet voices of contemplation.
And then we get rid of buried secrets.
Nice.
So now I can move. Third action. Okay, I'm tempted to maybe... well, I could try to...
I'll tell you what would be helpful. You going somewhere to take him with you, because you're going to have to move again.
Mm-hmm.
So mine could be action, move here. And then next round, I'm going to try to pick this up. But you'll basically be kiting him around.
Okay, I can do that. I'm going to go to the art gallery and get some clues. Do we know how these attach yet?
No, we just know that this goes here.
We know lobby goes to second floor for sure, even though it doesn't have the symbol.
Yep.
So for some...
I said whatever location is above the lobby is connected. I think it's because they want that to be the only location that's connected.
Got it.
So if they have the icon on there, all of them would look like they're connected, but they're not.
Got it.
Solved it.
Okay. Okay, so I think I'm just going to roll over here then to the art gallery, and then next turn I'll hit it for clues.
And what's she doing? Wasn't she over here?
Yes, she was.
So she should be under from last
Or
time.
she was here and she should be under.
Yeah.
I think she was there. We left her there.
Okay.
She should have been under. Okay, so I'll go here and I'll end my turn.
All right. So I'm going to take an action. I'm going to take 4 damage.
Beautiful. I can take 2 of that if you'd rather. No,
Well,
I can't.
I have to take it. It'd have to be an action.
I can't. Oh, bummer.
That's okay. Then I'm going to move here. And that will be my turn. I'll exhaust this. I'll name monster. It was a monster. I gained 2 money.
Oh, nice job.
Bango bongo. All right. End of turn.
End of turn.
Walk me through it.
Everything moves that's going to move. So Bloodless Man is going to come... Well,
We both have gas, right?
we both have guests. Yeah. Okay.
So it's like we get a little bit of a buffer before he's just coming straight at us every time.
Okay. I like that. And then we are going to ready everything. And then we're going to draw a card, gain a resource. Narcolepsy. Uh-oh. You cannot take actions, trigger abilities, or play cards. Action, wake up, discard Narcolepsy. After I take damage or horror, discard Narcolepsy. You're going to have to come over and wake me up. Or I'm going to have to take damage. Otherwise, I'm asleep forever.
Oh, you can't even take the action.
I can't take actions to do it. No.
Okay.
Let's throw some dynamite over there.
I don't have any left.
All right, and then we go draw our agenda, doom, and then 2 bad cards. Noxious fumes. Dude, if I fail this test, I take damage.
That would be beautiful.
Yeah, it would.
Just fail it intentionally.
Okay. In player order, each investigator at your location must choose test 3 foot or test 3 fist to attempt to hold breath. For each point you fail, take a damage. I'm going to attempt to hold my breath. I've got a 2 fist to a 3.
So if you get the -5, it's not -5 anymore because I'm not at your location.
No. More to the point, if I don't get a +1, I will take damage and wake up.
But it's X damage.
Yeah,
It's
so
a gap.
3 damage.
Yeah, that's what I was just making sure. If you got the -5, you'd still be okay.
0.
Perfect. So you take 1
Perfect.
damage.
Take 1 damage and wake up.
Oh my god.
Zwern, you got nothing, dude.
System's rigged.
Oh my gosh, he's the worst. He's got nothing. We're destroying his creation in front of his eyes. Him and Kai. Kai was the other guy's name? Is that right?
Yeah, I think it was Kai. Or maybe that was his last name. I don't know where the box went. So it's also important to note there's a big long checklist of things we could do. So I think we're going to barrel to the point where like we could leave.
Yeah,
or
but
it could be done.
We're gonna.
But it's like how, anyways. Choose. I got pushed into the beyond revelation. Choose and shuffle a non-story asset you control into its owner's deck. Discard the top 3 cards of that deck. If a copy of that asset is discarded, take 2 horror.
No. Hold on, Hallowed Mirror. Over the cross for sure, right?
Yeah. Hallowed Mirror is going to get shuffled in, which then means I have to get out the soothing melodies.
Yeah. Oh, you kind of needed those to heal yourself, maybe.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's all good. Just for you, I agree. I love that narcolepsy weakness.
And I'm going to discard 3, and if any of them are the mirror, I'm going to take 2 horror.
Love it.
And here we go. Guard dot, mano a mano, and small favor.
Those were all not the knife. I thought you were going to hit the second knife.
Not today.
That's good stuff. Okay, now it's our turn. And
I don't need to waste time with you.
no,
Great.
thanks. So I think I've got to make clues, get clues, and then move. I think that's me.
Okay. I'm going to try to pick this thing up.
And then eventually I want to kill the Bloodless Man. We really need to kill the Bloodless Man.
I'm just waiting for, I don't know, like my knife.
Mm-hmm.
Needs a bathroom. What are you doing?
Succeed. Take control of the Pale Lantern and flip it over. Huh. That seems relevant. Do a damage. Take the lantern. Flip it over. Huh. I'm going to guess that Pale Lantern being flipped over is going to wake people up. It's got to, right? Right? It's got to. It's got to. Or maybe it does something crazy, like it kills the Bloodless Man.
What side is it on right now?
It's on Hypnotic Glow currently. So, I'm curious what the flip of it is. You could really do this well, this scenario. Get the right allies. Stack them up. Yeah, we need to kill the Bloodless Man. It's just gotta happen. I also... Ooh.
Brent has a question for you.
Brent has a question. While Zach is gone, with Fab shipping today, is it time to share the Rosetta promo? Oh! I don't know. I think we'll wait until people get it in their box. I think that's the plan. I don't even know where it is right now. I couldn't even tell you. But it's good. I think it's good. I mean, I don't play as actively as... I don't play the Rosetta stuff, like those classes actively, but it seems like it's great. Great card. So we'll see. I'll wait and everybody can open it and post pictures and have their own thoughts about it. But that's a good try, Brent. I appreciate that very much. It may be in here somewhere, actually. We can see. We'll see what Zach wants to do when he gets back. Man, you know what? When we started playing Earthborn, we talked about it obviously in the same conversation as Arkham, but honestly, they are almost not even in the same category. I get that they're closer than they would be like Twilight Imperium is further away from Earthborn than Arkham is. But it's a totally different experience. I mean, how different is Earthborn and Arkham really? Like, very different, right?
Unbelievably different.
Like, totally different.
The thing is, I think we're ahead. But I still have this pressure on me to, like, go. Because a lot of times in Arkham, you feel ahead, and then all of a sudden you're very much not ahead.
And then you get wrecked.
In Earthborn, it's this lightness of... you know, hanging out. Now, there's some pressure, like when it was raining and you're trying to save the different cities and stuff, but it's a very different feeling for sure.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, dude. So you're still wanting me to kind of just like...
Ultimately, I need to take a fight test and succeed at 3 to remove a token and get this thing. And then I need it 2 more times to clear this of tokens. We need 6 clues by the time that happens.
And then we can put it away.
Yeah, because I have 2, you have 2. So we need 2 more clues.
Okay.
We need to get this and remove it. Now, what's your foot test is 5. You could have come to and done this thing.
And so do we? Once we have 6 clues and we've removed those tokens, that's when we can leave?
That's when, at the end of the round, if the investigators control the Jewel of Sarnath and it has no tokens on it, they may spend 6 clues as a group to advance the act.
Okay.
Act 2. And I'm completely objective, and I think that's the end. So, realistically, actually...
You think that's the end? There's no 3A? There's 3A, right? Isn't there?
That's 1.
That's 1A. That's all we have to do to
that's
end
why I said
the
it.
game?
So, technically, 2 more Doom, though, and we go to the next agenda, which is when I think things are going to get real hot.
Well, we need to kill this Bloodless Man, dude.
We kill him, but he flips and heals.
Then we need to kill that one.
I presume. So what we should have done, we're going to back it up for 1 second. Here's what we should have done. We still need 2 more clues is the trick.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you could actually do this as easy as I could. You have a 5.
Yeah.
Plus you have a stat. So you should be the one doing this.
Yeah.
So here's what we'll do. We'll act like this is what happened. Because I'm the one that can kill him. I'm just going to punch him with Sarah, move. Then he'll move to me, and then I'll punch him with Sarah, move, and he'll flip.
Another thing you can do is after you punch him, you can try to get the lantern, and then it'll flip over and come under your control. We don't know what that does. What if you flip the lantern and it says, kill the Bloodless Man?
Yeah, we like that.
Because, like, I could also try to whip him and then do a Pale Lantern test.
If he's aloof and I fight him, does he engage me?
Yes.
Oh, so he'll take a free damage.
I think so. Doesn't he? He's not just going to sit there and get whipped. Or, right?
It's been a long time.
Do we need to look up aloof? Is it in the book? Is it in the Book of Secrets?
3, 4, 8, 6.
And we kind of feel like we have 2 turns, right, to get a lot of stuff done.
Yeah.
Aloof, Arkham, DB? Is that how I would find that? Okay. Aloof. Yes. Hey, this is really helpful. Okay. When an aloof enemy spawns, an investigator may use the engage or a card ability to engage an aloof enemy. An investigator cannot attack an aloof enemy while that enemy is not engaged with an investigator. So you have to engage it first. Spectral Razor.
That's why the Razor is so good.
Yeah, that's why the Razor is so good. Or like, I could engage them. And then you could attack. No, this is all wrong.
I think it's fine. I think you just go on this mission now.
Okay, we do the official swapperoo.
Yeah. I think that's the way.
So we want to move tokens off of this thing.
Yeah, so you take this test, a foot test of 3, and if you succeed, you can remove a token and then gain control of it.
Oh, and this is if you move 1 token to an enemy at your location. Oh, okay. So we can remove the Doom. Oh, we have to do that or it's going to advance next turn. We got to get this Doom off of here.
That would be the token you would remove.
Yes, for the test, right? Okay, yeah. 3 tests. Okay, got it. Okay, first action. We're going to attempt the locals of Kingsport. 3-foot test to my 5-foot. I'm going to make it a 7-foot with Pilfer.
Aren't you like a... Oh, that doesn't give you a foot. I got it. Okay, yeah, you're good. 7 to 3. Anything but a -5. Or, you know.
-5 wouldn't even happen anymore because you're not on my location. So, good. We did it.
Yep. So I assume you're removing the Doom?
Remove the Doom, and then I take control of this bad boy?
Yep. And then it's got a thing where you can move damage to enemies.
Dude, it's so fitting. I'm a relic, and I got a relic now. And so that means that I would get an extra money on my superstar. And then what happens at the enemies, you said?
That bottom fast ability?
Exhaust test. If you succeed, move a token on it to an enemy at your location. So I could start. I could do a fast action, move damage, 2 damage to the bloodless guy.
Twice.
That's good.
Because can you do only once? Is fast action once a turn?
It's exhaust. You got to exhaust to do it. So that essentially.
Yeah, but you don't want to end your turn where he's at either. So we'll have him come to you next turn.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna punch him and then I'm engaged with him. So actually, I just want to move to you, and he'll come to us, and we'll gang up on him.
I'm thinking about going to the 2nd floor.
Wow, you're crazy.
What's up there? I mean, there's got to be so much stuff up there. They're asking us to go. I need to get clues somehow. We need 2 more clues. Right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
So am I going up? I got 2 actions left. What else am I going to do?
Well, technically, the only thing we need to do is remove tokens from that thing and get 2 more clues.
Mm-hmm.
He's a ruse.
I can get 2 more clues right now.
I don't want to engage with him because I have to stay engaged with him, and then he can turn all my guys upside down.
Yeah. Nobody wants that.
So I'm just going to keep kiting him.
So are you going to swing, lantern, move?
I can't swing unless I want to engage with him.
Still a problem.
Yeah.
So we can't get the lantern. Now there is a way. There's a way. So second action, I can move here. Fast action, drop a damage on him. Now he's got a damage. And then I move away. And then your first action is grab the lantern. Because now he's got a damage on him, so we can get the lantern from him.
So he's got a damage. If I engage with him, he'll take 1.
You don't have to engage. You don't have to kill him. He has to have 1 damage on him, and then you can make the lantern test to snatch it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's do that.
Perfect use. And then you end up back here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I'll finish by coming here, so he'll come to us.
Then he'll come to us. But the guess won't flip because it's not the investigation phase.
Yeah, and then you can transfer the other damage at the start of next turn as your fast action.
Perfect.
To clear it. And then you can go upstairs.
And then we're done. And then we go upstairs and hang out and have a good time and
have another drink.
Fast action on the Jewel of Sarnath. We're going to exhaust it. Hopefully move a damage. It's a foot test of 1 to my foot score of 4. That 1 card is bad.
It's gotta succeed.
We just gotta win, don't we? We did it. Right?
No, you said you were 4, right?
I'm 4 up, right? I'm at 6, or I'm at 5.
Yeah. You're not at 4 total. Yeah, you got it.
So the 5 would have failed.
I think a -4 is the worst. Actually, a -5 could happen because we have 5 guesses.
Yeah, that was the thing I was worried about.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, swap-a-roo into the Bloodless Man.
Yeah.
And then I'll move back.
Beautiful. Okay, so how do I engage with this lantern?
3 foot or fight is the test.
Okay. I will engage with it. We're going to go fight. I have a 4 fight stat.
Okay.
I'm going to use this, discard the top card of my deck and commit it if I can. So I'll commit 1.
Oh, the B-Cop. Nice.
So we'll be at a 5.
You risked the knife again.
Yeah.
5 to a 3.
Yeah.
Come on, Bun. I want to see what this does. 5 to a 3. Here we go. -1. Yeah, let's go. Beguiling Aura.
Is this the other side of it?
Yeah.
Action, flip over a spellbound card at your location, so we can wake people up. Exhaust the Pale Lantern, test fist or foot 2. If you succeed, place a damage on it. Then if there's 4 damage on it, you break it. Add it to the victory display, and flip over each spellbound card. Forced, when the Pale Lantern would leave play, flip it over and attach it to its location instead.
Sick.
Pretty sweet.
So we've got like a reset button.
Yeah, so like I can literally, that was my first action. So I can flip over one of these guests, so he'll stay.
Yeah, we can do that.
Then I can move. Unless we want him, we actually want him to come so you can...
Keep bamboozling?
Well, we need to move that last token next turn.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
And he's the guy to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to move here. And then I'm going to go ahead and play my Enchanted Blade.
Okay, we're here. We're doing it.
Have it.
We're fighting. We're attacking.
And
Everything's
then
cool.
That'll be the other round.
Okay, done. All right, and then we go to... We're going to send Bloodless Man to guess.
Yep.
We're going to come up to the top of our turn. We're going to unexhaust everything. We're going to draw a card and gain a money. And then we're going to put 1 on the agenda, 1 away from advance, and then we're going to get 2 bad cards.
I was going to say Doomtown. It's hilarious.
Lantern Club member, just going to sit here on me, 2 damage. And then I can spend a resource to automatically evade the enemy. And 2 additional, I'm just going to do that. I'll just discard it with all this money.
Okay. Entrap, test 3 foot. If I fail, he is at my location, so one of my guests will become spellbound, which is fine. Archibald.
Do you choose or is it random?
It doesn't say, so I assume I choose.
That's right.
Test 3 to a 2. I'm starting at -1. And we'll get -2 more, so we fail. And I'm going to get Archibald. He's going to spellbound to this location.
Got it. All right, easy. We're back.
We are back.
Okay, so I'll do fast action.
That's right.
And try to put this last damage on first action. I think that works, right? X is the current agenda, so yes. 1 over to Bloodless Man. Now it's fast, so I've got 3 actions remaining.
Hooty hoo!
Is it time to go upstairs?
I think so. I think it's fine. Just for you. I reckon you'll find some Onyx upstairs.
One card, other top card in the encounter. Okay, has clues, has 4 as you see, flip any. She has no clues. Okay, so this is a flipper 2 to your turn. Draw a card. This is just victory 1 down here. This is an absolute red herring.
Let's see what's up there.
First action, let's move up.
It's the bedroom. This is private.
Oh.
Action, choose an enemy at any second floor location. Fight, you may use foot instead of fist for this attack. If you succeed, you may spend 1 clue for this attack to deal +2 damage.
Hey.
So you can fight anyone on the second floor with that ability. And you can use your foot instead of your fight.
I love that. I love that a lot. Okay, second action, I'm just going to investigate. Rock in here. Calculate if needed. Not needed. And then third action, make sure I don't have any funny business here. Yep. Third action, I'm going to hit it 1 more time. I'll go and gain my money from... Oh, first thing I've got to do all this stuff. spend 3 resources to discard this. Then I'll move up, and then I'll investigate once.
Okay.
So that's me. Forgot about that guy. And then 1 back from Christopher.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna engage the Bloodless Man.
Okay.
When I do, I'll get a money, and he'll take a damage because of my cross and my ability.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna use Sarah Van Shaw.
Sick.
I'm gonna spend 2, so I'm gonna be attacking at an 8 to his 4. So I'm ahead by 4, and it's gonna do 3 damage if it succeeds.
You know that it's gonna work.
Definitely.
Nothing could go wrong. Great. It's -3.
So he takes 3.
-2.
When this enemy is defeated, instead flip him over, exhaust him, and heal all but 6 damage from him. So keep the 6 damage.
Oh, you guys a monster. We knew it.
Flip. Hunter, massive, so he's engaged with everything in the room, right? Forced, after this enemy attacks you, remove a guest asset you control from the game, ignoring the agenda's forced effect. But he comes in exhausted, and he's got 6 damage on him. And then he's got...
So we need to do 6 more.
12 health. Yeah, easy. Now...
But
is this a new enemy that's engaging me?
I don't know. I don't know if massive things actually engage you. I think you're considered engaged.
Okay, if Chad out there knows, I'd be curious if I get a money and a free damage or not.
Is that once per turn anyway?
After enemy becomes engaged with you, exhaust this and spend...
It is exhaust. Okay.
Oh, and spend a resource. So yeah, I'm down on money. But then I got a money from this, so it pays for itself.
I can see how that works together.
Yeah.
That's very clever.
Pretty good.
Very clever.
Okay.
I'm going to put 3 charges on your thing over here, too.
I'm going to go ahead and use this fast. So, what did I even do? I engaged them. I fought.
You got 1 left. We attack. We protect.
Yeah, we do. I'm going to fight with my blade. Use a charge. So it says you get +1 for this. As an initial cost, you can spend a charge to empower it. So it's +2 and +1 damage. So I'm actually swinging at a 6, and it's an extra damage.
And it's only a 3. Much easier to swing at this thing.
And I'll go ahead and use this. 7.
Cool. Cool. That's fun.
So -2. So he will take 2 damage.
Dude, you're about to enchanted blade this bloodless monster.
I was built for this moment. I
Yeah,
told you
This is perfect.
my mission / strategy is to kill things.
It's perfect.
So here we are. Okay, that's the end of the turn.
All right, then we go to the enemies. Hunters are not going to hunt, but you are going to take 2 damage somewhere and 1.
Even when he's exhausted?
Not when he's exhausted. You're right.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second. I thought I was safe for a round.
Everything will stand up. Yep. And then we will do all of the good stuff. So we'll draw a card and gain a money.
Was this on something? Or is it just hanging around? I don't know where it came from.
It's not important.
I also don't know where it goes.
It's not here. It wasn't here. This is all good. I got the one for there. So yeah, we're clean. Okay, gain our money, gain our card. And then we go up to the agenda.
I drew a weakness, amnesia. Choose and discard all but 1 card from your hand.
Oh, dude, we have been crushing Arkham today. It's not even close.
I'm waiting for the callback from Jeremy.
It's not even close. Just be like, dude, would you design a better scenario? 1 agenda, it flips. What happens now?
Yeah, well, we've been really cocky.
If this is going to like fully heal, it's going to crush my soul.
Mayhem ensues. If the Bloodless Man, Silent Lurker, is in play, he's not. Right? That was the other side.
It says unleashed.
Otherwise, the clamor around you seems to quiet for a moment. Each investigator may heal 1 horror from an investigator or guest asset at their location.
Dude, I'll heal William Bain.
Why not? All right, Agenda 3A, a killer party. The party descends into utter mayhem, with guests throwing themselves out of glass doors and windows to escape the otherworldly monstrosities. Parlay abilities on each landing club enemy cannot be triggered. Doom cannot be removed from this agenda. Force, when a single-sided guest asset would leave play, it becomes spellbound instead. 6, Doom.
6 turns to party.
And it's over.
Dude, we've got it in the bag.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Yeah, just like,
Not even close.
why did they even... Okay, so now it comes to bad cards. Secret Door.
Perfect. Abhorrent Moonbeast. Hunter, retaliate. Damage dealt by this enemy must be assigned to guest assets you control available.
Do you want to trigger Zoe on that?
Engage with me. I'll take a buck. And
spend it on the cross?
I don't think so. Because he's got, how many left here? 4? So I can technically do 3 at one time with this here.
Or three with...
3 here, too.
Yeah.
They both are 3s.
There's
That's
3?
the
That's only 2, isn't it?
2. Yeah.
Like
So-
3, 2, 2?
Oh, I don't even exhaust this. So really it's 2, 2 with this and 3 with this. So I don't need the 1.
And you won't fail any of those tests. That's the key in all of this. Definitely that is not happening. Do you want to see how that goes? And I might need to get involved if things go sideways. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. I like your instincts here. Okay, first things first, I'm the realist. Let's do the things that don't require me spending money with her.
Right.
I'm going to spend a charge. We're at +2, so I'm a 6 to a 2. Anything but a -4. Or a -5, actually.
-5. Or, and then there's other tokens. Easy.
0. So 2. Oh, wait, it's actually the 3, because I need 2 and 2 here, not 3. So 2 here. Still succeeded.
So you don't need a -4. You don't want the -4.
-4 would get me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it sure would. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, except for I'm going to use this guy. So did not get a fist. So still -4 would be bad.
But it's not going to happen.
That's right.
-3.
-3. So we're still good. So we defeat it. And he's victory 1.
Yeah, let's put him out here. See ya.
Bye, Felicia. And then I'll spend 2 resources to swing in for 8 and doing 3 damage.
The coup de grace. The true coup de grace.
I'm in a public location, so -2. So it'll be 3 damage. This goes away. And
it's just,
easy street.
It
It actually could have gone poor, to be honest. And this Sarah Van Shaw is insane. That card.
Yeah, that's nutty. That's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Who designed this?
First action. Investigate. I'll get into the bag.
Uh-oh, we got a black screen.
I'll get into it if needed. That might just be our preview. Sometimes that happens.
You can ask the stream. Stream, can you still see us and hear us?
I've got it up. I can see it.
You can see it? Okay.
Yeah, no, it happens fairly often.
User error.
I can still see it for now. I don't know. We'll see how much the delay is. Yeah, we're black. We've gone dark.
We're in dark mode.
John
Cthulhu has arrived.
John has taken the reins.
Oh no.
It's over. It's all over. Dysphoria saying, I'm so torn between wanting you to succeed because this game has been so punishing to you in the past and wanting the hubris to catch up with you all for the trash talk.
I feel like we could use a solid victory here.
You think that's earned?
I don't know if it's earned. I feel like it's
There you go, done.
I feel like it's needed.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back.
We're back.
My heart of hearts.
Okay, here we go. First investigate test. That's going to be -2 because there's 2 guesses. We will take 1 clue. We'll trigger Christopher to gain a money.
So we have 6 clues now.
Yeah.
Now, there was points for every location that had no clues on it, right?
Second action, we are going to play Intel Report.
I remember that gem.
Give it 4 cost to discover 2 clues on the cheap. We're going to trigger my boy.
Dude, you could actually technically fight and kill my nemesis over there. You don't need to with this ability.
Oh, that's true. I might do that next.
Just to clear it up.
Let's see if we can get a relic here. The deck is now. Oh, we got a free crystal pendulum.
Hey, now.
I don't hate it.
I do feel like there's slightly less necklace going on than I expected.
I didn't see any of the 2 copies of the thing that I actually want.
Yeah. Sometimes when you play a whole campaign of like 7-8 scenarios, you get it most of the time.
You get it most
right?
of the time, I'm sure.
What's the name of the guy that wears the clock on the necklace?
That is Flava Flav.
There it is.
Yeah.
There's got to be some deck name Flavor Flav joke there. I don't got the juice left.
I can fight. I can use, if I succeed, I can spend a clue. I don't want to spend a clue.
No.
I mean, I can. I guess we got 8. What do they matter? I could also just move over. Let's get rid of this thing. That hidden secret door.
Okay, yep. Test brain or book?
Well, yeah, book. Although I'm currently at +2 brain.
Your brain got bigger this
My
game.
brain got bigger. Is that 3? So
Yep.
I need to calculate book. 1, 2,
You need to get to 6.
6.
Secret door, no more.
All right. And we're both done. And then we go to the enemy phase. Nothing important is happening. We ready everything because there are no enemies that matter. I guess we're great. And then
So at the end of the round, if the investigators control the jewel of Sarnath and it has no tokens on it, they may spend clues as a group in advance.
that's all true. But we're not. We're gonna slam dunk this scenario is what we're gonna do.
I'm with you. How do I turn all these guests face up?
We need to smash the lantern. Draw a card.
Oh, dude, it's going to take 4 turns.
Gain a money. Well, we've got like 15.
No, I have 4. Once that gets to 6, we're done.
15 action. It takes 4 turns,
It
not 4
exhausts to do
actions. You better do it, dude. You got to.
It's
Is it easier to go around and flip them with this?
No, we don't get the victory from breaking it,
What are we even doing then?
but I can flip, move. Next round, flip, move, flip. Next round, flip.
Okay. That works too.
I think that's this is just like right on the line, and if we get all the way there and it doesn't work,
That's true. If you miss 1 test, it'd
Yeah.
be so funny actually.
Yeah.
Draw a card, gain a money if you haven't.
I have not.
1 doom on the agenda, and then bad cards, please.
1 second, I'm just reading.
Is that a weakness?
No.
Okay, good.
There's that.
You know, you put that card in your deck. You should probably know what it does. Okay, Lantern Club member. I'm just going to discard it with that ability.
Savage Shantak. I'll gain a money and then spend the money and do damage to it.
Oh, here we go. Parlay abilities on each Lantern Club enemy cannot be triggered. This is a parlay ability that cannot be triggered. Well, that's good to know. So
Did you do that
I
right?
don't think so. I think it was the one before it flipped
Oh.
that I discarded it. I guess we'll find out soon. Okay, you got a thing. Hey, this, it's annoying.
I'll just... If I get a money and have an enemy engage with me, does it hit me?
Yes. If you take any action aside from like
It
evade
attacks.
yeah, it'll attack you.
Oh.
Yeah. Kind of a problem. But did you get the money when it engaged you?
Yeah. I spent it to do damage to it.
Oh,
But we're good.
Got it. Okay, bad cards. We did. I've got a thing. You've got a thing. Now,
I have a plan.
I think I can just use this. Fight. You may use attack and deal +2 damage. Right? Would I just do that? Probably. Let me think.
You mean to go ahead and start mine?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see what
Okay.
you do.
I'm going to play Active Desperation. As additional cost to play Active Desperation, choose and discard an
Nice.
item asset.
That's what it's for.
That's exactly what it's
You
for.
did it.
Yeah. So you get +X, so I'm going to get +3 and deal +1 damage for this attack, where X is the chosen asset's printed cost. So I'm going to be a +3. We're going to be a 7 to a +1 for each guest. So there's 2 guests. So 7 to a 3. Anything but a -5. Or that.
No. No.
And if I succeed, it would have gained 3 resources.
No.
But I did not succeed.
No.
All
You're trying to punish us for this.
right. I will.
Our big moments have been tentacles.
I'm gonna gain.
Let that be known.
It's the game, though, right? I'm
Let
gonna
that be known.
gain a money, so this will hit me. I'm gonna take 1 here, and I'll put 1 damage underneath these guys.
But like, it's not just that we drew the tentacle. It's that we drew it. I drew it on a 4 clue play, and you drew it on your Active Desperation.
It was not desperate enough.
Like 3 money and 3 damage and
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I'm gonna exhaust here, and spend 2. So we're gonna now attack at an 8,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll do 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll get rid of it if it hits. I was hoping to gain the money. Yeah, whatever.
-3.
-3. So it succeeds. We'll do 3 damage. This will go away. And then I'm going to fast action here. We're going to name monster, which it is. So I gain 2 money.
Wow. Great.
Over to you.
Way to go, Thomas. That's good. That's good stuff.
And I got rid of a monster that would have engaged with us. That is crazy.
That's really awesome.
Yeah. So all
Yeah.
my early decisions to gain guests was like crazily valuable.
That was really cool. Everything that has happened is very cool.
I will say, as much as I feel like we're doing well, this scenario has been great.
Yeah, it is good.
Yep. 2 thumbs up. I could play this one. And each time you choose different ally house, which has different victory conditions. Like,
yeah,
the amount of content in this one expansion is actually pretty nuts.
Did we get anything for having a lot of clues or anything? No.
It was like locations without clues, number of guests.
Not having damage or horror on ourselves is a big deal.
Well, that ain't happening.
So, oops, hallowed mirror. First action, I'm going to fight. Choosing an enemy at any second floor location, fight. Now, I don't know if that triggers an attack of opportunity because I am declaring a fight action. And fight and evade does not cause attacks of opportunity. So, I'm calling it good. Fight, I'm going to use my foot. And it's going to be against their fight stat of 3. So 5 to 3.
I see. Yeah, I don't think it would have caused an attack opportunity. Can you hand me that book real quick? I just want to see that scorebook.
5 to 3. Here we go. Ugh. Fail. Okay. Once per turn. Bummer.
Oh, flipping these characters doesn't technically do anything on this score. It might do something when we...
There wasn't a keep all guests out of dream mode?
It says 1 point for each revealed man or location with no clues. 1 point for each guest asset controlled by the investigators. But we can't... Oh, enemy. So we can still parlay with them.
The guests.
To get them over. But it's still, it's just 1 point each, which is crazy. I guess so much work.
I'm just going to try to evade this Lantern Club member the old-fashioned way. No.
Did they say it's attack of opportunity?
No. I just missed. I
Oh,
failed
God.
that
Are you
test.
kidding?
Yeah. I'm going to do a 5 versus 3 again with the trusty bullwhip. Nailed it. Okay, +1 damage. Whip that thing out of here. And then last action. Let's see what's going on over here. Yeah. Ooh, a 6. Gross. With 6 clues.
That's
now that's a tasty number.
It's the parlor.
Woo! Location gets -1 tried for each guest asset at it. If you control the Jewel of Sarnath, exhaust an enemy at this location.
I guess the
at
wrong
any
parlor.
location.
Wrong parlor.
Woo! Hey!
There we go.
Hey! If I have the Jewel of Sarnath, I can do a quick action and exhaust any enemy at any location.
Well, you do.
That would have been great if we had had that against the big guy, but it doesn't matter. It's all good.
So, at this point,
Everything readies.
we have 6 locations with no clues. Our victory display is loaded. Even
card.
looking at this point list, there's not much
Game
left
winning.
that we can actually do.
Okay, you tell me what it is. I'm going to hit the bathroom. You come up with a game plan for us.
Yeah. Because there's going to be a doom on. Let me just read these real quick. 1 point for each revealed mana location with no clues. Got it. 1 point for each guest asset controlled by no clues. 4 points if no spellbound cards are in play. There it is. 4 points if they're all not spellbound. So that's going to be the mission. 5 points if Agenda 1 or 2A is in play. It's not. Blood's Man's the victory, so 4 points. 3 points if the Pale Lantern is in the victory display. It won't be. 3 points if Declan is. Yep. 4 points if the Rival Story card is. Yep. 3 points if no investigator has been defeated. And there is 2 per investigator or less damage on the investigators as a group. Nope. Same with Sanity. Nope. 3 points if you're playing hard. Nope. Expert. Nope. End of game points on your faction story card, which will be 4. Minus 1 point for each card in the guest deck. So there's 4 of those. 2A or 3A. It is 3A. Okay. We have a plan. So ultimately, I'm going to recommend Steven comes to the lobby and pays 2 to summon a guest. I'm going to flip, move. Then we'll have one more turn. I'm going to flip, move, flip. And hopefully that'll be the last turn. So I think we can get everything flipped and he can get 2 more guests out to get us a couple more points, which will end up being like 6 or 7 extra points. And then we're out of here. And hopefully nothing goes really strangely weird. How you doing over there, John?
I'm I'm doing all right after the momentary dip to back
Terrifying
and the
thing.
recovery.
Yep. Okay, Steven, if we want to max our points,
Yes.
here's what we need to do.
Okay.
Because we just finished a turn.
You draw a card, gain a
I
money.
haven't done anything yet.
Okay, I did.
I was wait. Oh, okay. So I'll do that in a second. So, if there are no spellbound cards in play, we do get 4 points. So me flipping all these over does that.
Mm-hmm.
We also get at this point 1 extra point for every guest we get out of this.
Okay, I can do that with William Bain.
So you can also do it here as a fast action.
Okay.
Once per round, you can spend 2 resources to bring one of these out if you're here.
Doing it.
So I think you should come here and start getting these out with that and this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start flipping people over.
Okay.
And that's like our max.
Love it.
And we essentially have a couple of rounds to do that.
These are great ideas.
So I'm going to draw a card and gain a money. Everything readies. There are no enemies. We do get bad cards. We hope they're not that bad.
We do hope they're not that bad. Did you put a okay? Inexplicable cold. Test 4 foot. For each point you fail by, I have to discard a card from my play area, or choose and discard a card from my hand, or take 1 damage. Not a big deal. 4 to 5.
Easy.
0.
Never
Passed.
didn't have it. Never didn't
Had
have
the
it.
whole time. Didn't even think.
Mind extraction. Test brain X. X is 1 plus the current agenda number, so 4. If I fail, take 2 horror. So it's a 4 test to my 4. And we're going to let it ride.
Now, the key thing also is don't die.
I won't die.
Okay.
Take 2 horror. Still not dying. We just drew it.
I just love the way that plays out.
Yeah, there's silence. Okay. So then it's back to us. So
Right.
my play is really simple.
Me too.
I'm going to lantern. Flip
Gucci
these
gang,
over,
Gucci gang.
and then I'm going to move
Got the beats in
Here.
Oaxaca.
over to you.
Okay. Now, I can investigate a location with 0 clues on it.
I'm also going to use
I
this
wrong?
guy. I'm going to say monster. It was not a monster. I have
Am I
no
wrong?
idea.
I can investigate a location with 0 clues, right? I can always take the action.
I have no idea.
I'm almost certain I can do that. I'm
Let's-
going to need some verification from a smart person.
Let's
in the
say
chat.
yes.
Okay, let's
For
say
now.
yes. Let's say yes for now. Okay, first action, move. Second action, well, I guess I may as well just take the test here. First action, investigate. We'll drop in a Faustian bargain for +2. When I do that, I'll exhaust William Bain, spend 2 resources, and reveal the top card of the guest deck, put it into play at the lobby.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. Boom. During your turn, spend 1 Portent and exhaust Prudence Douglas. Look at the top 4 cards of the encounter deck. Discard up to 2 non-elite cards. Okay, fine. And see if we need to worry about it. What's that one? -2 for the guess?
Minus X number of guests.
Okay. -2 is easy mode.
Do we put bad tokens in?
What?
Is that not what the bargain does? Is there not a bad token?
No, I just committed it to
Got
the
it,
skill
okay.
test. Yeah. So got a clue, or that.
Oh, I see. You didn't play it.
Second action, third action, lobby. Fast action, spin 2.
Yep. And put a guest out. Miranda Keeper.
Ooh, look
Only
at that.
matters we can't.
Place a resource. Yeah, good.
I mean, we could parlay, but
Check him out. Yeah, check him out.
okay.
Done with my turn.
End of round.
Enemy phase.
Enemies do enemy
Yeah,
things.
doesn't matter. And then we go up to the draw a card, gain a money.
Yeah, I'm gonna do mine. Finally, do that survival knife.
Yep.
Cool.
Just finally drew that crystal and alder sign too.
Beautiful.
Excellent.
It's beautiful.
That's how we
Beautiful.
built it.
All right.
1 on the thing and
I did the
1 in the hand.
Yep, did it.
Where's my hand?
Oh, that hand.
Yeah.
I did the doom.
Bleeding Walls. Test brain. Actions the shroud value of my location, which is 2. Lose an action, take a horror. I'd rather not.
No, thank you.
Let's drop a Crystal Pendulum for +2, courtesy of William Bain. And then I'm going to trigger William Bain, spin 2 because I committed a skill card, and get the top guest into the lobby, please, sir.
Special Agent Callahan.
Very good.
The whole crew's coming.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brain on Monty. You can't even believe it. And I'm going against a 2. So 5 to 2. Superstar. Boom, boom, boom. 1 relic, 2 relic, 3 relic, 4 relic. Gain 4 money.
You gain 1 for each relic?
Mm-hmm. Relic and charm.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah. Zach, we're humming. And then I also passed the test.
All right. Vicious ambush. If there are no monsters in play, there are no monsters. That gains ambush. Lantern Club member. Can't parlay with it. It's fine.
You're just going to smack it, yeah.
I'll pay 1 and do a damage to it.
And gain 1.
And gain 1. Yeah. Crazy. How'd that work?
How many guesses we got left?
1.
Okay. I'm going to do that right now.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
I'm going to start out. Fast action. Take a guess. Spin 2.
Arsene Renard. So, technically, with any time you have left, so you have this turn and 1 more turn.
Mm-hmm.
You can try to parlay with as many guesses as possible.
And just collect them into my crew?
Yeah, because we get a point for each one of those. So it's this parlay test, skill test of 3. Any of the icons.
I can do all of those. Yeah.
Start racking them up.
Okay, so I've got 3 actions because that was fast.
Yeah.
So first action, one of the books. And let's just count the books while we're here.
Now,
book.
by the way, the thing that's like minus the hood at this point is
2
like
book.
minus a bazillion for you.
It's minus 5.
Yeah.
1, 2, 4.
No, it's more than that. It's
6.
Max 5. Yeah, I got you.
6. If we go to 8 and it's a 3, it's a parlay 3 test on all these things?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go to 8 with a Faustian bargain in the pile.
Only one thing fails. Who are you picking?
Any of the books.
All right.
Your favorite.
Let's go.
Do any of them have relevant abilities?
Place a resource on each location as an antiquity. We also know.
Ooh, do this one. I'll get +2 to my next skill test, which will be my parlays.
Beautiful. Miranda Keeper. She's a
keeper.
And he's rich.
Well, let's get some money. I think I'll take 4 more cash.
Success
sir.
wasn't enough. We needed wealth as well.
Okay. I'm glad I didn't seal that bad boy. All right, that's Miranda Keeper. Second action. Let's get 3 supplies on her. Let's just do this the right way. Let's do... another book.
Yep.
With Miranda, spend a supply 1 resource on my location as an antiquity. And then +2 to my next skill test. So it's going to be a parlay. It's going to be a skill test, same as the first, +2. So anything but the 1. Okay, so we bring Special Agent over here. We love it. And then last test, after I succeed by 2 or more, remove an antiquity to gain 2 resources. Well, I don't mind that, sure. Just gain 2 there. Let's collect some money there. And then last action, I'll do the same thing. Spend a supply. Place a resource on my location as a thing. It's fast action. +2 to my next skill test this round. And let's see, the books should be easy. Book. This should be my hardest test. So let's go here. I've got 1, 2, 3 brain total, which we like. We've got 4, 5 from the skill test. And I'm trying to get to 8.
I mean, you don't have to. Just don't draw a -5. We're in the end game now.
I'm gonna go to 7.
Okay.
So I still can't draw it, but I also give myself a little bit more token.
So we need not
here.
as you was good.
Boom.
Dude, stacking them deep, selling them cheap.
Getting that resource up.
This is crazy.
I got my running crew.
Are you
man.
done now?
I'm done, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use this and spend 0 resources. So I'm just an 8 on a 3 and doing 1 damage. That's all I need. I got it. So -3, so this goes away. And then I'll fast action, name monster. Nope. I'll use an action here, and then I'll move here. That'll be my turn.
Look at us go.
End of turn.
Enemies do enemy things.
Now we're back in the arc. We're like,
draw a thing, gain a thing. So these ones will go to 3s.
Dumon. Ready everything. Bad cards.
The
What
last two.
What happens when we get to
reshuffle?
anything?
Do we take a horror and reshuffle? I think we take a horror and reshuffle.
I don't know if there's a penalty for that.
Interrogate. Test 2. This test gets +2 difficulty if a rival enemy is in play. If you fail, I would lose an action.
It's not. There's not a rival in main play.
And it surely doesn't matter, right?
Dude, if you don't lose an action, we could get all 3 of these folks.
All right, let's go ahead and use my fast action here to give myself +2 to my next skill test. I'm at a 3, so I'm coming in at a 5 to a 2. 5 to a 2.
Easy.
No bigs. -3.
Pass.
It's out of here.
Mine is Mind Extraction. Test Brain. X is 1 plus the current number, so 4. If I fail, take 2 Horror. So don't want to fail.
Maybe better not on that one.
Not a lot of options.
Uh-oh. Dude, if you just die, I will laugh
I can
myself
put the horror on them.
home.
Right.
You would kill both of them.
It's fine.
They're okay if they die, or would they flip over?
commit.
They'd flip over, and then we wouldn't get the points. Because when they die, they flip.
I've only got 1 to commit, so I'm 1 ahead.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, you know what? We'll try this guy.
Yeah.
Nope, still 1 ahead.
Hey, you got rid of it. Oh, I thought it was a weakness. There we go. Uh-oh.
Failed.
Okay. Wait, how many can you take?
So I can take 1.
Oh, my gosh.
And then we'll get rid of this guy. So he flips that there. But I got 3 actions. So
Okay.
it's actually fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
And you
then-
can do them just one after another?
Yep.
So literally, I need to make 3 tests to get these 3 guess, and then you need to use 3 actions here,
Yeah, I'm just using my 3 to flip.
and then we're done.
And then we're leaving. And you get 3. As many of those as you can get, it's just points.
I can get 3. We're going to have to leave clear.
Right, we're leaving those 3 as well.
Oh, right, but as long as they're up, they're fine.
We get 4 points if there's no one down. We get 1 point for everyone that we have collected. So, final 3 actions.
Okay. Got it. All right, first action, let's take a book person. We're going to go to a 5 over, courtesy of all these things that I could probably read. Got it. Second action, we're going to take another book person. We're going to commit a fingerprint kit for 5 over. Got it. Last action, we're going to commit a question mark to get +2.
A question mark.
And we're going to use the foot. So we're going to go 7 to 3. Here we go.
We did it. All right. That's the last action. And we're going to trigger the... at the end of the round, if the investigators control the Jewel of Sarnath and has no tokens on it, they can spend 3 clues per investigator. So I've got... You spend all
1,
6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
To advance the act. So Act 2A, the party's over. Act 2B, you take a deep breath as you stagger out into the cold night air. Snow falls thickly onto the once pristine lawn, now stained red with blood. The manor is dead silent behind you. The Jewel of Sarnath pulses with an unearthly light in your palm, and for a moment you feel a balmy breeze. The scent of another place, both familiar and dreamlike. Was the gem worth all this devastation? Resolution numero
I like to think
uno.
it was.
Let's see.
Just an
not read?
absolute spanking.
Resolution 1. You look up from the jewel to see your contact standing in front of the manor, silhouetted in the moonlight. Each investigator may choose 1 single-sided guest asset under any investigator's control to add to their deck.
Wow.
It does
That'd be
not
awesome.
count toward that investigator's deck size. If this scenario is a side story, it's not. If the investigator sided with... We were with the...
Innsmouth?
locals of Kingsport.
Kingsport, yeah.
Skip to resolution 6. So there's a different resolution for each of
Oh,
those.
cool. You can get all the different ones.
You've done a great thing this evening, Captain Bain claps you on the back. Given Tales of the Jewel, this evening could have gone far worse. It is said that the jewel brings the greatest dreams and the worst nightmares of its bearer to life. Perhaps it is fitting what happened to the Lantern Club. Bane looks up at the darkened windows and snow-stained with blood, then presses the jewel back into your hand. Something tells me, however, that with you as its bearer, the jewel may do some good. You lose yourself looking into the cloudy, smoky heart of the gem. When you look up, the captain has vanished. Your skin prickles as you sit in the back seat of your cab, and you have the feeling of being watched. You turn to look back at the manor's facade to see the nightmarish face of the bloodless man staring down at you from the window. As the manor disappears from view, you think back to Kingsport, a city shrouded in mystery and folklore. The city beckons with its name alone, conjuring up images of misty sea cliffs, shadowy coves, and ancient, brooding mansions. For generations, stories of inexplicable phenomena, strange dreams, and haunting legends have plagued Kingsport. After tonight's event, you finally understand why. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X of value of each card in the victory display. Tally your score. If your score is, and then based on the ranges, you gain bonus experience.
Oh, sick. All right, let's tally this bad boy up.
So
okay,
score,
first of all, let's look at our things.
Yep.
So we've got victory 1. Confusion is just out. This maybe matters later. Victory 0, victory 0. So there's just victory 1 in the display, plus any locations that would have it, which I think there's one here and one here, which we did not get.
We could have broke this, but
we failed utterly.
Okay, but points. Okay.
Points. Okay.
1 point for each revealed manor location with no clues. 5.
Each manor location with no clues.
4 on the ground floor plus the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
You nailed it.
1 point for each guest asset controlled by investigators. I have 1. So 5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay. 14. 4 points if no spellbound cards are in play. Did that.
18.
So 18. 5 points if agenda 1A or 2A is in play. Didn't do that. 4 points if the bloodless man is in the victory display. So 22. Is that right? 3 points if the pale lantern is in the victory display. If not. 3 points if Declan is in the victory display.
Yeah.
So 25.
25.
4 points if the rival story card is in the victory display.
Yeah.
29.
29.
No. So 29 points.
No, I feel like 30 is a break point.
It is.
Yeah.
29 points would be 2 bonus experience.
We could have just got the victory on the manors and been done with it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Zoran did have the last laugh.
So we succeeded. We each would have an extra ally. We would get 3 experience. And we would move along.
And we move along if it was a side story.
Yeah.
Like it is.
But it's the main story.
All right.
So
hey.
we played Arkham again. That was a treat. It's been a long time. Game is still one of the greatest card games of all time. And just something truly special. It's really crazy to think it came out in 2016 at this point.
2016. What did we even know in 2016?
That was the year Destiny came out?
We didn't know anything. Destiny and Arkham on the same year?
Yep.
That's a quintessential year.
Big year.
How to
that was the year we hosted Ashes Weekend.
How to run an LCG and how to not run a TCG.
That was the year we got a beer and wine license.
Oh, right. After working for how many years on that one?
Yeah. It was the year that was not 2015.
Is Tony Zero's your favorite Arkham deck?
I don't know.
We were high flying during that campaign.
Well, it was just the first campaign. I'm also really fond of Joe Diamond. But it's hard to separate everything because Joe Diamond was also the Carcosa cycle, and it was the first deck I fully built. That was the Deciphered Reality finale.
Man, it worked so well.
So I don't know how much of that was the deck as much as it was the experience. Because the Carcosa cycle it's my favorite, and I can't split it out from, it was my first full campaign with the deck that I had built that I actually knew what I was doing.
Makes a big difference.
Because Forgotten Age was like, this is going to be hard, and we've never played, and like it was and we were playing with like a limited collection at that point, which was cool. It was a great introduction.
That was really cool. Yeah.
I don't know. What's your favorite?
I'll tell you what, it was awesome to be earnestly building an Arkham deck again.
Back in it?
Yeah, because like yesterday...
You really got in it.
All last night, I got into actually building the deck and doing the test draws and actually trying to optimize some. And it's so good for that. It's such a fun little game outside the game, to use the parlance of our time.
I do feel like independent scenarios like this make the accessibility of playing a lot easier.
Yeah, we couldn't have started a campaign.
Yeah, I mean, we could have, but it's like the idea of ever finishing that campaign is crazy.
It's like doing a one-shot role-playing game.
Yeah.
That's like all we can play anymore, it feels like.
And like I've played enough Arkham that the one-shot gets me there. A campaign's great. We both have children and we have jobs and lives and stuff. So it was very fortunate we had the pandemic it was fortunate in the pandemic where we had the time and space to do something like play every campaign of Arkham
to
up to that
sit
point.
and play a campaign of Arkham. Yeah, multiple.
Yeah. I'm curious if you're watching this back, if you played this scenario, what do you think? And
how many points did you get?
Yeah. We put 29 on the board, right under that 30 clip. And then if you have points, I'd also like to know how many players you're playing. That's a variable that's interesting there.
Yeah.
And if you don't play Arkham, I'm genuinely curious why you're still watching.
How are you here now?
Because we just dove right in.
There's a couple people here for the bulk box.
Yeah, I mean,
the sponsorship.
You can't miss out on a moment like that. But really, though, hey, I'm a huge fan of bulk box. If you haven't checked these out, it's a great storage solution, eco-friendly. It fits in a calyx. These are just way nicer.
As eco-friendly as a cardboard box, I suppose, can be.
Manufactured in Oklahoma, made of all recycled cardboard.
Yep.
So,
as I said, as good as it probably could be.
Yeah. Who knows? The white boxes, I have no idea where those come from. And I'm guessing it's not Oklahoma.
It's not Oklahoma, and they're bleached in weird ways.
Yeah.
Apparently, the bleaching process is like really problematic. And
I
they do it because they can use lower quality like cardboard and stuff, and then they just bleach it because it looks like garbage otherwise. So the craft stuff has got to be, I think, higher. Like it's just nicer material.
Gotcha.
And then they can leave it untreated. So,
like you do.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Hey, we'll see you next time, Wednesday at noon, the new slot. We'll continue to try new things, do things a little different. We're always experimenting with the stream. So catch us in the Discord. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you there. Take care.